What's up, everybody? We got the Alpha League quarterfinals going on today. We're on Overrun. I didn't put the factions in the overlay, I just realized, but I'm up against Cwistopher, Chris Hagen, aka Spoderman from the Discord. He's playing Imperial Knights versus Harry Dan over here. So it should be a good game. Imperial Knights, there it is. I'm excited. I think, I think it's a good matchup for me, but also I think my opponent's list is the best tuned Knights list I think I've played against. So there's definitely some room for error, and we'll see how it goes. So I think we're just picking secondaries right now. We're just on secondaries, right?
Yeah.
Is there a world where I take banners? Just make you throw those obsec little boys at me?
Maybe. Well, the big knights are obsec too, so they're not necessarily.
Oh, because they have the traits and stuff, right? They make them
sworn to a quest, yeah. So they're 10 models of obsec.
That's true. So what'll happen? You'll throw the little knights at me, and I'll kill them, and then you'll throw the big knights at me, and I'll take your objectives with lictors.
Dangerous.
The technology. We found a way.
I'll tow the Castellan like right here, so he's like on this objective, but still like denying 9 over here.
Ah, the worst. Yeah, you probably have room for that.
It's the one problem with being dummy thick.
Yeah. 6 in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can go.
6. Yeah, and then like 9 inches from there. Yeah, there's like an inch space probably.
The lictor tech is real. That's what'll get me in the games, those lictors. So am I contractually obligated to take Titan Hunter? I think I am, right? I think that's what the rules say.
If you don't kill them, you don't get the points.
That's true. I mean, if I don't kill them, I don't get any points because I'm dead, I think. It's typically how that
Well, it depends if we, have a truce. Sit behind the wall.
True. Then no one gets any points. Then I definitely take banners.
The banners, yeah.
No one can move, but I'll get my 15 secondary points. Yes. Yeah. We've done it. I will take Titan Hunter because it's a good meme. And I think the question...
bring it down, I think it's 16 points, I want to say. It's like very similar.
Oh, because these guys will.
Yeah, because these guys. So 2, 4, 6, and then 15.
Each.
So it's 15 either way.
And it's true. Yeah.
So if you know you're killing these guys and you don't know if you're killing like at least 2 big knights, bring it down technically a little better.
I guess that is a little bit more reasonable for sure. All right. Well, doing what my opponent says definitely. There's no way that could go wrong.
Yeah,
and then
we're not competitive or anything.
It's whatever, man. I think the only other question is whether I take banners or I retrieve some Octarius datums.
You what, have 3 psychers in your army?
3 psychers. Yeah, so I'm 9 on Abhor, 10 on Assassinate, like 7 on Bring It Down. I think I'm like 7 on Prisoners too. Yeah.
But is it 15 on Grind?
No.
Okay.
You can't get grind if I kill all your stuff because you can't kill any of my stuff.
Yeah. I'll just blow up and we'll go 1 for 1.
Fair enough.
I mean that's the good thing about the Castellan. If I just roll double 4s, it's a 3d6 explosion.
Big
range.
explosion. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to be up in the front, definitely.
2d6 mortals, yeah. Lead the charge of the Castellan, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Should have put Lane Strider on him.
I did have somebody, I think full tilt the Castellan with Raven to, get us, a huge advance around a corner and shoot me. I was like, that's lame.
Yeah, cool.
Do that.
I mean, I could definitely see full tilting him, or not full tilt, but doing the big defensive thing, or not defensive thing. What is the
thing?
Flanking maneuver.
Oh yeah, where you have to get to.
Because you get an 18 up here, and then you can say, "Ooh, oh, I see your lictor," or whoever's hiding back there.
No, not my lictor.
And he is still a knight body, so it's not like
you can
some gene stealers are gonna hanker him for too long.
outside of the obscuring here, actually, which is interesting. This is a very defensive setup.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not saying anything about. I like it.
All right. Roll to start playing, I guess.
Sure.
Let's do it. Got a 2.
4.
Right.
Go ahead, my good sir.
We'll put the lictors in reserve. Do we reserve Rippy Boys? I don't think so. I think we just own the Rippy Boys. All right, let's start putting models down. We'll put a warrior unit. What does this line of sight look like if we just fill them right back here? These are little like plate cover guys. Yeah. Nice. It's pretty safe. This guy's a little bit awkward, but there's not really much I can do about that. Alright, we'll just do that.
Alright, I'll go ahead and throw down... Let's do the single armature.
What's the over-under that you shoot the sniper missile from the Castellan at my Neurothrope this game? Is that like 100%? If I give you the opportunity,
if you give me the opportunity,
immediately do that?
Well, we might shake on it. Depends on how this deployment goes.
That does
Army Uno is good.
Yes. Army Uno. So the Uno is... Oh, I should probably start this this timer just in case it matters. Put it on me. So he kills hordes, and he has to shoot, or has to charge when he fails his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the thing where you're obligated to charge everything in range or whatever?
No, that is impetuous nature. Obsessed with vengeance is shoot and charge the closest.
Are these just rugs? They are. They don't do anything.
And we got some Persian rugs here.
Very nice Persian rugs.
They really upsold it for this season.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just put a Ripper Swarm over here. Please don't shoot my Ripper Swarm. We're gonna hold that objective, hopefully forever.
Right. Alright. They're good to go.
Okay.
Not much I can really hide from.
Yeah. I think we'll just put the Hive Guard down. In a shocking turn of events, we'll put the Hive Guard behind this huge wall that's right here.
How dangerous.
It's not... oh, it is on this objective. Wow, okay.
Despicable.
Good job, terrain. I got really good terrain in my last game, too.
Hmm.
I could hide, like, individual lictors on all of the objectives.
Gross.
So then we can do stuff like this. Please don't punch me through the wall, so and you... Line of sight's a little bit awkward, so that's good. That's what I like to see. You can see that guy literally from here. Okay.
Right. Let's see.
So can you advance and shoot with anybody besides the Raven dude?
Mm-mm.
Just Raven boy?
Yep.
And he moves 12, but you can give him +2, right?
Yeah.
And then advance and shoot. So he could go 20 to there.
Yep.
And then shoot like that. So he could, he can't see me if he's there still, because this thing's in the way. Okay. I'm good with that.
Alright. I think that's fine. Let's see, he can walk up.
We want to make sure that we don't get charged. Ah!
Let's see, if he wants to be there, then it'd be...
Intention is not to be within an inch of the edge of the wall, but there it is. Okay,
Gotcha.
we nailed it. Nailed it.
Alright, so he's just far back
you
enough.
can do that thing where you just punch the... Oh, no, that you have to have a chainsword to do that, right? To punch the wall instead of my model.
Are you talking about devastating reach?
Yeah. Is it a chainsword strat or no?
No, use strategy in the charge phase. Choose a Titanic Knights model from your army that hasn't charged. Then choose one enemy unit that is entirely on ruins.
Oh.
Yada yada. If your model can end its charge within 2 horizontally and 6 vertically, it's successful.
You really have to be entirely within the ruin?
No, your unit has to be entirely within it.
Right.
So if you hang a Hive Guard off,
which there are 4 Hive Guard off, in fact.
Then
okay.
Yeah, I guess it's meant for people that are all on the second story.
Right.
Don't worry, if 2 of them are on the second story, it doesn't matter. Yep, that's
Classic
good there.
8th Ed books, you know, just good old-fashioned fun.
Let's see. Put a guy over here. Do I get to put a guy over here? I'm not touching over. All right, that'll be good to go.
Okay. Might just place Harry Dan to make sure that I have space for everything. Can he fit in this corner? Not quite. Probably has to go there, I think. Which is a little bit less cool than I hoped, but it is what it is. We could also put him on this side, actually. And then just loop back if we need to. Is he on the second floor there? How far is the second floor? Kind of far. Okay. So I can go in the corner, I think. Oop. And then do...
Might be a scotch over the line. That's
here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could go there. Good old multi-level ruins. What fun. Jesus. There's like is there like a weird rock here? I found you.
Is that was that a like dead guardsman or something?
There's a guardsman with a collider. It was
oh my
throwing
god.
my model
All right,
off.
that looks fine. Last guy.
Garbage.
I think.
Jeez.
I think I go there. Let's see. So if I move like there, here, and then I could do something spicy.
Ooh.
But I think I'm gonna keep it mild.
Spicy.
Yeah, because I mean, does he have any? If he flanking speeds up this side, and he goes his full like 18. Nope, no Hive Guard, but he would be able to see him next turn. So, I would be able to charge him next turn anyways. So let's be mainstream.
Sick.
All right, that's me.
Okay. I will place.
Oh, you don't have a strangle. I'm probably just gonna throw him in the fucking edge of tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna throw him there. So, put on to you.
Sure. How do I keep these Gene Stealers alive is the real question of the day. These Gene Stealers and also all these Hive Tyrants I have. So here's a Swarm Lord. If Swarm Lord stands here, what is this? What does this line look like? I guess we're safe. We're probably safe turn 1, I think. It's turn 2 where things get awkward. So I will put Swarm Lord there. Guess you could shoot me. Yeah, what's the speed on this dude? With all
yeah, so he can advance D6 and then or just 8 with flanking. So it'd be 20 inches.
20. So it's 20 either way, right?
Yes.
The maximum movement is. So he could go 20 to here. Can he rad me is the real question. Doesn't look
No.
like it.
Lightning cannon is cool damage, though.
Lightning cannon is good damage. Guess you could go there, and the question is whether you can have line of sight, and I think the answer is yes. So you probably can't rad me. Running out of places to put this guy. So I think there I would be out of line of sight. If
You look
as well.
pretty good.
Okay, do that.
Should be. I'm all deployed out.
Oh, all right, well, fair enough. Questionable. Let's see. The real strategy is to just go first. That won't matter.
That, yeah, will matter a lot.
I like the concept of knights, but I don't love that they're like super key to going first a lot of times. They're like, we just put so much pressure on you if you go first. But if we go second, it's really not good. And that's I don't know. Actually, I don't like any faction when any faction does that, so I guess knights are not unique in that way.
Pretty good when you could put a 1 CP buff on a 635 point unit.
That is good. I mean, that's always good. You always want to be doing that.
Rotating for 3 kinda does bite though.
Yeah, for sure. If I put this guy over here, what's the over-under he gets seen? Pretty high, right? Because you just run this way. I guess that line of sight's really awkward. I have to place in like a weird way because my wings stick out a little bit. So that, I guess.
That guy can't advance and do all this stuff.
Oh, because he's not Raven. Yeah.
He's the Ion Bulwark guy.
He is not so Raven. So he can, he could just go 12 and shoot his guns, right?
Yeah. So remember, I do need to roll his buff, which I probably should have done a little earlier. He has +2 movement.
Oh, so he goes 14.
Yep. So I didn't want to cheap you out on that.
Yeah, that's right. But when does that happen? That just happens.
Technically, on when he deploys.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So I don't even know before I place him down.
14. So he should not be able to see me here, right?
No.
Okay, I'm good with that then. This little dude. Is there a universe where that guy stays there?
You gonna let me do the missile?
I'm kind of thinking about it.
It would speed up my assassination.
It would. You have to roll. You have to roll a 5 on d6 damage, and I have to fail all of my damage ignores after the hit and wound roll.
I'm okay with that.
And I kind of want to eat your CP very quickly, so if you just go for it, I'm like,
it almost helps you for me to try and kill him.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll ask you the question. Do you want to missile me?
Interesting.
No, I
guess
guess
it's good.
The downside there is that he's out of link range. I think this is okay. I think we're just gonna put him back here, and we're going to just fix it in post. I have these Rippers and these Gene Stealers. In hindsight, maybe I should have put these Rippers in reserve because they are not doing anything. I think they're gonna stand. Can you advance and charge over here? Oh, it's full tilt. You can, yes.
Full tilt.
The answer is yes, because I've been talking about that the entire time.
I cannot flanking and full tilt.
Right, but you can still just roll a 6 and go. Or I guess he's moved 12, right? So
he's moved 12,
but it's +2.
so 18.
Right? It's 2. Oh, full tilt
No,
doesn't
that
increase move?
other guy. Nope, doesn't increase move.
Okay.
Just advance and charge.
So he goes 18, and then his charge would be super duper tough. Yeah, almost like impossible. So we'll just put rippers like here and here and here, I guess. And then Gene Stealers. What do we do with you guys?
Yeah, keep my reserve still around 3.
I would love these Gene Stealers to start on the table doing something cool, but I'm not really sure. I think we just put them back here and get them lightning cannon. The lightning cannon shoots infinite, right?
48. Yeah.
Yeah, basically infinite. So if this guy went this way,
yeah,
he would probably still.
Yes.
Oh, Gene Stealers. You're so important in this matchup, and you also always die. It never matters. Where do we put you guys?
They're the one unit I can actually blast and get my reroll ones on.
Yeah. Where do we put
with
you
the
guys?
armigers? That was actually just, in hindsight, not a good trait for them. One of them I should have done the 6-inch intervention on, because I didn't need the reroll ones versus hordes on 2 guys with Meltas.
Yeah.
Maybe if I put a or had points for Moirax, I would have done that. But this list without touching anything, just perfectly 2,000 points. So it must be the game telling me to, run this.
These Gene Stealers might just die, and so it may just be that we win the roll to go first, and then they get to do something. So I'm gonna put them over here. And just say go, basically. Alright. Do this. So that line of sight's tougher. And not be touching the wall, so we're obscured. Alright. Can we touch the wall? Oh, we are a little bit. Here it is. Okay. Put your claws in, boys. Stop sticking out. Suck it in. Let me just make sure that we pin all these guys together. I do wish the ranker thing actually ranked all your dudes base to base instead of putting them a 1/10 of an inch apart. So when you have a big unit, you have to manually put them all together because it's like a mess.
It's their version of you still have to play the game.
Yeah, basically. Except it's way easier in real life because you just put them in a big pile and say,
yeah, you just push them.
Okay, the big roll. The roll,
let's see.
not necessarily to win the game, but to gain a significant advantage, I think. I got a 2.
I got a 5.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, my pregame stuff? You don't have any pregame stuff, right?
No.
Yeah. So, goodbye.
Missile Codex? No.
Into the reserve pile with you.
You want to put those, the Hive Guard? Actually, you can't. I guess you...
I can reserve the Hive Guard. Sure.
Would you go over 1,000 points, or does it not matter?
I don't believe it matters if you have... I think it
on the board
only matters in the declare reserve step, if I remember correctly.
If you want to throw them in, be my guest. Just onslaught them afterwards.
Yeah, there you go. So you could shoot at these guys, which I don't love. That might be okay. And we just port this dude out of the way. Because you can go
14 on the guy.
This way, yeah. So you can go this way, touch that thing, and see these dudes like that. And then you kill them, and then this Castellan vaporizes in your throat. Probably. Assuming the Castellan can get line of sight. Somebody can get line of sight.
I measured it just so it could touch that ruin if it wanted to see over.
Yeah, it's just there's this weird crate in the way. But I think what I might do is just put it behind all this shit. So it doesn't also get blasted. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Sorry, Hot Tyrant. You're on your own over there. Okay. That is what's going on, I think. So we will
Okay.
pass it to you, and you are blue, and we're starting.
Okay.
Good luck and stuff. Give you a little handshake. There you go. Handshake.
Good luck. Yep. All
Boosh.
right. Let's go ahead and do burdens. So just like the cards, I'm just going to start at the top. Castellan, uno dos tres. Just go through those.
Mm-hmm.
So Casti, good to go. Mag uno. Succeeds. Mag dos. Cool. Armature uno.
What's their lead? 9?
So the little guys are leadership 8. Only the big knights get +1 leadership because they're characters. That's the legendary knight thing.
Gotcha.
So they go from leadership 9 to 10. So Army Uno takes a fail. That's fine. They aren't really doing much.
I
Number
forgot the
dos.
Gamblies chat. Sorry. No Gamblies today.
All right, and the rest of them are fine. Yeah, Trevy, I lost all my points doing. I put all my points on Death Guard, so luckily I can't gamble mine. Plus, I don't even have the stream open.
There you go.
Yeah, let's just crack into it. So number 1, which is the dude hanging out back here, not doing anything, but he'll count for half bracket. And he's obsessed with vengeance. So cool. I'll shoot the closest, which it will be nothing. All right.
Good job, buddy.
Let's see. All right, movement phase. Let's see this guy moving up.
Oh, I think
There's.
I think I built these obstacles for one of my maps. I put a blocker in the middle so that you couldn't draw line of sight between the little angles there.
So he can healthily see those Tyranid warriors.
Yep.
Which is about all he wants to see. Let's see.
You can see a tail and a scything talon. Good line of sight. Good strong line of sight.
I think that'll be fine.
Well,
if you want to try and charge him with the Hive Tyrant, he's going to have a bad time.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Let's see.
In a
this
shocking
guy.
turn of events, we will not be charging that guy with the Hive Tyrant.
Dang it. Yeah. But I think for that at least, that's a big help. Let's see. This dude moving his distance. I don't think I want to yeet him, so it's going to take a slightly slower route. There's really nothing he can see because the only thing he's going to be able to see is the Neurothrope. And I don't think going... Well, I guess he can see a Gene Stealer, so that might be worth flanking speeding. So let's see, what does 20 inches look like for this guy? So what is my LOS on those Genie boys?
So probably this guy is the guy outside, so I think you can see him with that gun.
Yeah. And I'm guessing no Rad Cleanser on any of them?
Yeah, it looks like we're 13 from the closest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go and do that, and I'll spend the command point for it. For flanking speed, he's chillin'. Let's see, Armature Trace is just going to tool onto this over here. Army Dos, chilling up. He doesn't have to be that close. We chilling up over here. This guy's in the building, and the Castellan. So I'm going to say 36.1. All right, let's do. So we can move up. So like this is the danger point. So I can move.
There's the front guy.
Yeah. And you can move, what, like another half inch into the building, maybe?
Yeah, well,
another inch?
I'm an inch from the out of the wall, so I can...
Yeah.
I mean, if they all
So I
wanted
can
to
move.
go up like this way, these guys could move like 3. We could probably occupy up to the edge here if we wanted to risk a charge. And the line of the shot goes like that, I guess. Yeah, you're still probably fine.
I think that'll be fine. I'll just touch onto there.
Seems good.
I don't think he can see the Tyranid Warriors, which is fine, because I think the Megara will take care of it. And I think that'll be it. So I am sitting on this objective. I don't think Hive Guard are going to be able to take me off too, but that is something to think about. So do I want the Castellan back here? It's not a huge negative for me to go onto this objective. And I'll just tow barely into it, so let's keep him up there. Right, cool with that. So I got 2 guys on there. think that's gonna be it. So I will engage this turn, which is nice. Let's just head to shooting. For shits and giggles, let's give him Strength and Exile since he's not next to anything.
Sure.
And let's unload into some Gene Stealers.
That's 1 CP.
1 CP.
I farm it.
Okay. All right. Let's do a Lightning Cannon first. So this is going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s to hit and wounds. No explosions yet.
Sick.
No explosions.
Sick.
All right. That many in your invul.
5. Save 1. We'll just roll these a bunch of times. Nah, so it's 3. These, can these guys see any of them?
No.
Maybe?
I don't think so. See the Magira.
Oh yeah, there's like another wall on the way.
Yeah, no, there's he can
This
see
guy just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh no, they're not a narrow throat. You don't want to kill that guy. 1, 2, 3. Little guns.
Okay. And then just 2 shots from little gun since technically now it's an assault gun.
Fair enough.
All right. Cool. 2 more.
5s. 1 damage or 2?
2 damage.
So we'll just reroll success. Nope. 2 more.
Okay. Thinning him up. And I think that's going to be it for me. Next is the Magira over here with +2 move, shooting the Tyranids warriors over here.
Yeah, so we will
most likely.
those guys.
Sure. Right.
So it's just the big gun, right?
Just the big gun. Yep.
Cool.
Looking for 3s. Oh, I get an extra shot out of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for 3s. Oof, not great.
And it's AP.
AP 2 for 2 now.
2. Okay.
3 down 2.
Okay, so we are on 5s in
6s.
cover.
He ignores cover.
Oh, he's
both Magiras
Magira,
Imperial
of course.
Foresight.
He's on 6s. So let's just roll some 6-ups. We rolled 1. The first guy takes 4. Is that 4? It is. He dies. The second guy also dies.
Okay.
Nice. Good job, Warriors.
And that looks like it's
Proud
going
of
to
you
be it
guys.
for me. Down to 1 guy there, which I'm happy with. And I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because Casty Boy ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing. I almost saw the hair, didn't I? I was like, oh shit, he's in reserves. Yeah. No charges. No fights. No morale, because Tyranids. On to you.
Indeed.
I'll
Alrighty.
score 2 engage points, and I will not grind.
You're not wrong. You will score 2 engage. Okay. So this guy's a problem. Command phase stuff. We will buy a weapon, the Hive Guard, and the Gene Stealers. We'll reroll the Hive Guard, I guess. We could do either one, actually. Gene Stealers. Do I fight this guy? I feel like I don't. I can make his charges really weird. Not great though. Yeah, he's just gonna kill everything in here. Nothing I can do about it, I think. So this is
shoot with a bunch of Hive Guard.
4+ save guy, invulnerable guy.
He is the 2-up armor Raven.
He's the 2-up armor guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you don't need to rotate versus Hive Guard.
So you don't need to rotate. I mean, neither of them do, right?
No.
That's the technology.
Yes.
It's good
Saving
technology. I like it. I like it. And then these little dudes. Number 3 is reroll 1s to hit. And the other one is +1 wound. So let's...
Can I shoot my little guys? Take away my primary?
This might be plan A.
It's kind of
Plan
rude.
A, probably. Let's roll some advance rolls now. I will...
Hopefully on those Hive Guard.
How did you know? You're so smart.
Comes with the territory.
Because I'm a knight player, of course.
Yeah.
I will. I guess we can make you try to shoot these rippers if you want to touch me, which might be the play.
Do you want to put his intervention bubble? Because he's the big one.
Well, no, we can't. We're not gonna go near him, right? Because he steps over me. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, we got to move the Gene Stealers first because this guy's stuck. So let's run the Gene Stealers. 4 inches, so they can go 12. So we'll go 2 and 10. Something like this. 10 inches is the one with the 1 and the 0 in it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll try to keep a dude in Swarmlord's bubble wherever Swarmlord ends up. Although we might shift those Hive Guard over so Swarmlord can go there. So this guy will go. Like that. A little bit too far. That guy will go 2 and a little bit, and then how far are we going? 12? 10? No, 11. No, 10. I forget what I rolled.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah. Okay, we go 12 inches. I think I said 10 earlier. That's wrong.
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh no, I went
moving,
2 and
moving
then I had
2
to
and
move
then
10.
10.
That's what I was doing.
Big mass.
See, this is so difficult. I've already forgotten what I do.
Yeah. Next time, put the Hive Guard off the terrain and make it much easier for me to shoot him.
Oh, okay. That's good advice. Thank you. I'll do that next time.
You're welcome.
It's nice to have such helpful opponents. See, that's true, because I don't have to move around the Hive Guard if the unit's dead.
Right, you made it really hard not letting me full tilt into it.
This is on me. Yeah, no, I'm with you. So that's 7, so we get 5 more with this guy. So he'll go over here. I'm really excited that you killed 5 Gene Stealers. That's a good number of Gene Stealers to kill. These guys will go, I guess, 6 and 6. Something like that. And then this guy will go a little bit. That's 9 inches, so we get 3 more. So go over there. We just have to shuffle Swarmlord over like an inch to get that last unit in. Cool. All right, let's advance Rippers. Maybe 2. So we will stand them in your way. Rad Cleanser me, please. Rad Cleanser me, daddy.
I'm gonna have to say no, Chief. That Swarmlord's looking real nice for a Rad Cleanser.
The Swarmlord is going to move. Where's the castle on this side? So you can go 12, right? So we can go like that.
10.
Oh, he only
No,
goes
it's a slow bot.
Beep boop slow bot. I guess we'll move this to the Hive Guard first. So we will shuffle Hive Guard and make it that charge hard on them. So we'll just do like this, so we are not poking out through the wall there, and we are a little bit. Come back. Now he's on the second floor. Multi-level ruins. Why? I don't think 40k would need chest clocks if we didn't use ruins. This game would be so much faster. Oh sure, yeah, just fall down. That's fine. I didn't touch you, but sure. Just don't do what I was doing with you. I guess we can stand you on the top too. Maybe.
Depends if he's feeling like it today.
Yeah. Yeah, we all exist at the whim of Hive Guard, to be honest. Do they feel like killing your guys? I don't know.
I don't
know. They don't even know either. It's up to them. Oh my god! All right. Intention is he's not within an inch of the wall there.
I got you.
I'm not. I don't want to shrink.
I think one of them's just stepping on each other's toes in there.
Yeah. This guy got shoved. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Swarmy will move, so he's like this. Does he want to maintain line of sight to that dude? Can he? So we're 5.4 there, so I have another inch and a half to play with. Oh my god.
Do you want me to do a LOS to my gun?
Everything is garbage. Yep.
Alright, looks like this is like the I guess we gotta count. Are you stepping on the rune or not?
It doesn't matter. You're a knight.
Oh yeah, I'm big.
So
It's like that ish. Maybe a little tighter.
I mean, I could poke my little tail.
Oh yeah, cool.
Nice. Okay. Neurothrope will. I think I'm sort of more confident in the Neurothrope's ability to survive a night than this one would somehow. They're the same. Invol's the same though.
Well, Swarmy's 4 in shooting.
In shooting, yeah, but to get charged though.
Okay.
You just keep him.
George, I'll be dangerous and I'll just use the big attacks on the Neurothrope.
That is, I mean, if you get one through, he's just dead.
Well, no, you have Field of Pains.
That's
It's
true.
only 6 damage.
Ah,
Only 6.
I could make 2. Yeah, so they'll keep line of sight to you. This Hive Tyrant, I think, just rabbits, because he's a little rabbit boy.
A Wascally Rabbit.
A Wascally Rabbit boy. So he's gonna roll in advance. Do I have Adrenal on him in this list? No, lame. I put it on my other list. I was done him having a bad advance roll, so that's a 2. That's a 2. Can he go here? I kind of want to smite that guy, to be honest. Although smiting this guy is not the end of the world. It's kind of sick, actually. Get him, boys. Can he go on top of this thing?
Go like up in the corner, maybe.
Now we have to make sure vertical distance isn't impaired. So he could go on top here, but I'm gonna make a new one because I want to proxy out where he goes. Where's my Hive Tyrant? Here he is. Oh, okay. It's
fun.
Entire army. That's not what I wanted.
Reinforcements?
But I must have just clicked on the wrong object. All right, get out of here, guys. Yeah, well, there you go. Now you have to contend with this other terrible Tyranid list that I never played again for some reason. Probably because it's bad. All right, so
I mean, if you let me bring in another 2 Castellans, I'll do it.
It does sound like fun, gonna be honest.
It's a lot of blast weapons. It's almost all blast weapons.
So he can go front edge of the base to just a little bit farther back. And then this guy could go here. And I'm facing this way, I guess, technically.
Is that metabolic?
That's with
double
an
jump?
overdrive, yeah.
Overdrive.
And then we smite that dude, and then we charge him with a bunch of Gene Stealers with a bunch of rerolls and shit. And it probably blows him up, right? That's like
I will pay 2 and blow him up even better.
Ah! Incredible.
2 D3 mortals.
Sort of into that line of play. And then this guy can shoot stuff, but he's really got to choose who he shoots at. There's a lot of interesting things to shoot at. All right, so we'll do that. We'll play the CP. See if he has a heart attack for not doing cardio. Nope. And he will go 18 inches from where that other guy is. So basically here. There, just want to make sure this Castellan can't shoot me, because he could go like that. So maybe, not even, because he has to go around that wall, and then like his line of sight's like this, and if he goes this way, his line of sight is like that, so I think I'm safe.
Yeah, not easy to shoot him.
Armatures and this little dude. All right. That is what we call a plan that I have enacted. Whether or not it's a good one remains to be seen. Rippers, I apologize for what's about to happen to you, but you know, you did your duty for king and country. That little dude's gonna chill. Eat another lightning cannon shot, please, and not die. That'd be great. These dudes are going to just walk, because I think they're gonna do our rod today. out of places to stand on the objective. Yeah, that's fine. They'll just stand there and rod. Y'all are there. You're there. You little guys are there. I think it's time for a psychic phase.
Okay. Let's see the Pacific.
So we'll just do a little rod thing. Boop, boop. In case they unless they die, I guess. If you when this guy explodes, because I super smited him 100 times. We will Psychic with the Neurothrope.
Just within.
Here comes the Neurothrope. He's gonna smite. He does.
Okay, cool.
Take 2 mortal wounds on your Magera.
Ouch.
And then he will cast the Horror on you. He does. You're -1 to
Ouch.
hit. And -1 leadership, which is actually relevant in this matchup.
Yeah. So fail on a 10 now.
I will smite you with the Swarmlord.
Okay.
It's a Spooper Smite.
Okay.
3 mortal wounds.
I think 3's fine.
Okay. I will cast Onslaught. I'll reroll the Onslaught.
Come on.
Yay.
Ow.
To the Hype Guard. The other guy will cast Catalyst. Goes off because I have +1 to cast. Big question is who it goes on. It might be the Swarmlord. It also might be myself. Who's more important? Swarmlord actually kind of sucks in this matchup. I'm gonna put it on myself. He's just like, I'm gonna charge Magera to kill it, and they're just like, I kill you Overwatch. And he's like, all right, well, just kidding. He'll smite into the Armiger. Goes off with the +1 for 2.
2. Okay.
Onto this guy.
Oh,
because he's closest.
Yep. Down to 10.
Coop. Psychic Scream goes off. 3.
Ouch.
Nice. Psychic Phase of Champions. That's my Psychic Phase. That was a pretty good one, I think. I'm happy with that. Shooting Phase. He can't shoot because he did double moves. So we just literally just Hive Guard, and then we shoot the Gene Stealer Cotton at you. The old Gene Stealer Cannon.
I think 7's a lot easier than 12 to kill with them.
It's a question of whether we just try to kill this dude and take away your primaries, or we try to dump damage on this Magera. I think we just shoot this dude, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yep, just a bunch of Hive Guard on that guy.
Alright, I'll rotate.
Alright, I already farmed, so I'm not gonna roll. 2s. Should I have flurried? Well, I didn't, so here we are. We rolled 1,000,000 wounds, though. 9. That was very good. Okay.
Oh.
Well, this,
okay.
No, so far, so good. I will save a couple, just in case. So that is 3, 5, 7.
Okay.
8.
8.
And then so you'd have 5. Yeah, this is fine. 9. So you have 4.
Okay.
Wow. Hive Guard. Hell yeah. We'll shoot the Gene Stealer Cannon. Pew! Pew! It hits. A fine hit. Just direct fire guns on these guys, right? No stupid flamers.
No. They're the melted guys.
Yeah.
Melted with a stubber on top.
So I think I'll do. And their intervention is 6 inches.
No, they don't have an intervention. They're not characters.
Just the big boys. So we could go 8 and 7. And that's fine. No, that's too far. 7 and 7 is how far we go. That's still fine. It's like a 2. 7 and 7. These guys go like this. This guy's probably a little bit further back because of that guy has to be incomplete. Oh, he already was. Just kidding. Cool. All right. Bottom of the shooting phase. We'll shoot them again and try to kill that guy.
Okay.
Oh, I should have flurried. That would have been sick. Oh, the wound rolls are good today. Damn. All right, here we go.
I think, yeah. Just those 2.
First one. 3, so he's dead.
3. Oh, so he's dead. All
Does he
right.
explode
Does
on the
he
other guy?
explode for?
Do it! Yeah!
Let's see. I think it's just a D3
okay.
for 6 inches. Yeah.
It's all coming
Making
up here, Trevy, today.
For 3. Down to 4 wounds on this guy.
Okay. Why'd I put all these buffs on these Gene Stealers? Well, that was lucky. Charge phase. Let's do it. Big charge.
Okay. Go ahead.
7. What is your... Oh, do they have a little thing? No.
No, the scripting's not great.
I think we can do 4 damage to this guy, right, Gene Stealers? So he's not going to quite go 7 because he's got to kind of lip like that. This guy's going to... There it is. Actually, can we do the thing with just the 4? Nope. Okay.
Don't worry, we still got that guardsman on that second floor.
Oh, good thing the guardsman's there. That's all I've ever wanted is this annoying guardsman there. Really improves my immersion.
Oh, and the rugs. Definitely part of my immersion.
I am glad that we have the base Persian rugs over here.
Space Persia.
I was shopping for rugs for my new place, and I think I might just get these ones because I just like them so much. They're just so good.
Yeah, it's a free asset too. You just get to download it onto your house.
I'm just gonna 3D print it or whatever.
Have a millimeter thick rug and just breaks as soon as you like. Oh, I got a rug, but it's actually also a plastic cookie.
This guy might not be able to be there. He might have to go here. Not that it makes a huge difference, actually.
Mm-hmm. I think the guys out front got it.
Yeah. That's the only charge, so fighting. So we will just do this kind of thing. We are in thin an inch, right? Although I think we want to get to half. And okay, well he'll be somewhere in there, and then this guy will just go like that, so he also gets to fight. But he's there. All right, we did it. We'll just do acid moz. I'm not going to bother flurrying because I believe in myself. Sure. I would like to save TCP. Hits on 2s. Good thing we chapter mastered. Was that 9 ones? That was 9 of them.
Yeah.
That was. I would be very
I'm glad you didn't flurry. It hasn't done anything.
I know.
Yet.
Well, this is going to be 8 6s. Ready? Nope. It was 5.
None.
5 5s. I'm glad I didn't flurry. You're right. So that's 4 at AP 3 so far.
All right.
Gets him.
All right. Takes 4.
Does he also explode and kill me?
Please. No.
I will. Is he character?
He is not a character now.
Ah, lame. All right, I'm gonna overrun.
Okay.
9 inches. So we are gonna run inside this building. Oh, you count as. Oh, this guy can't get there, and he's obsec.
Yes.
If he wants to go backwards, like I'm all in on it. So please turn around and go the other way. So we're just gonna do this thing where we leave frog like this, just to make things less obnoxious. So we'll have these 2 on the end, I think, on the objective. 1. No, I probably shouldn't be that worried about the obscuring versus walls. I think I have to have one dude touching. Is that how that works? Let's say yes. Let's say that guy's touching because I don't have another option. I'm going to do something like this. Cool. Go this guy. Okay. That is my turn. I'll get 2 for engage. 4 for bring. And we're passing. Please don't murder me.
All right, we'll see. I got to turn till the Harridan, so.
Yeah, you got one last turn of freedom. And then
all right.
Harry Dan comes for your soul.
All right, let's do some burdens. So I lost dos, and tres. So get rid of those cards. So let's see. Let's do the Castellan. Cool. Mag uno. Cool. Mag dos. Cool.
Aw,
and
that's when
uno.
Leadership.
Oh, he fails again. Okay. All
What's
right.
that do?
So no points on primary. That's fine. I do need a grind. I think I
He
can.
has to shoot the closest again. Poor guy.
Yes. Which
Is
sadly,
it closest visible or closest enemy?
closest. I think it's visible on the wording, so
It
he
would be
can
weird
technically
if
like eke it around.
Yeah, if he had to shoot shoot something he couldn't shoot at.
Okay.
That'd be very strange.
So let's see how this knight can do. So that's 7 there. Now let's see. Might go 5 here, and then like
Did I fuck this up?
rotate
It doesn't matter.
to.
Nothing matters. Everything is garbage.
Let's see. So I want to do that, and then I can't charge onto the rippers, but I can rad them, and then I can see over this building.
Radical, dude.
Drop this for a second, and then I should be able to see.
Pretty happy with that first turn, chat.
Others.
Blanked
Can I
on
see that
primaries. I
dude?
think we kept most of the stuff safe.
I think I can.
He just has
So I
a.
can't shoot that.
This is going to be
Tyranid
brutal
warrior.
in the back here, but
So
I
let's
think
see. So then, do I just make sure I get on the
bad.
objective? Because I don't have to shoot the rippers this turn. That would be pretty tough. So I think I'm just gonna make sure I shoot the rippers, and I'll get engaged, which is nice. And then this guy will have to do 50 billion things this turn. Let's see.
Don't engage me.
Yeah.
I got big engagement range, big 1-inch engagement range. Look out.
See, I should be able to see Hive Guard just with my
Yes.
base looking this
just
way.
Big
Cool.
claw. Yeah. And
All
also your
right.
base.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
All right.
I agree.
Let's move. This guy is gonna come over
The
here
Magira
and hang out.
basically rotates for
might
free.
say hi to a tyrant soon, which is less than
So I
optimal.
do super minimal damage with the Hive Guard into it.
Let's see. Do I go over there then?
Whereas blanking on primary and getting the Gene Stealers into my opponent's backline means he can't easily kill them.
Be there.
And I'm a shoo-in for
cool.
engage and primary for the rest of the game.
And then what does the Castellan shoot? Because the Castellan has yet to shoot this game.
So I think this guy's going to have a tough time like clearing everything over here. And he's already dinged up, and we can continue to pile swings and stuff into him.
So let's see. And Harridan can't do his charge when he comes in from
Correct.
Deep Strike,
You can't
right?
charge with aircraft when they reserve.
Cool.
It's actually just an aircraft roll. He's also airborne when he comes in, I'm pretty sure, but the strategic rules, reserve rules specifically say you can't charge.
Okay.
Interestingly.
I think Castellan will come up a little bit. Can't come too far because those Gene Stealers might just run. Let's see, what about you coming over here? You move like 16. I'll just be obnoxious over here.
Yeah, he can advance and charge if I onslaught him. Assuming you don't kill Swarmlord.
Yeah, well that's a goal this turn. Let's say that.
That's fair.
Okay. I think that'll be it, and then I can charge something over here and get onto these guys. Let's see. So I can at least weaken Swarmlord. That would be nice. I honestly, it feels really bad that they can't put like enough firepower into this guy to accurately kill him. It would be nice taking off an objective. Yeah, I guess we gotta just settle like that. So, let's see. So I'm not gonna be able to shoot the big guy this turn, which I guess I kind of just gotta accept because I can't go far enough around this side. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting line of sight on him. Okay. That'll be it for moving phase. No psychic. Shooting. I will spend 1 on Strength and Exile on the Dose dude over here. If you want to farm it.
Please. No.
Cool. All right, let's shoot a Lightning Cannon into Hive Guard.
Okay.
Let's shoot the Flamer is going to go into the Swarmy. And let's shoot the Plasma Fusils going into this one dude.
Okay.
And yeah, That's it.
This
So
is
that's
the only attack that can attack him, right?
correct.
And it's 2 shots.
2 shots. Strength 7, AP 3 for 2.
So we will -1 damage, so we can't lose that guy.
Okay. All right. 1 miss. 1 wound.
Got him. On a 6? No.
Yep.
On a 6 again?
Good.
Ah! Ignores. Amazing.
Cool. All right. Honestly, I think that's it's almost worth the CP. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
Let's do Flamer.
Like we said earlier, the CP fight is the real fight in this game, I think.
I am going to spend a CP to try and re-roll that.
Fair enough. Farm.
Ooh, sweet.
Nice. No farm.
All right. Wounding Stormy on a 2, re-rolling 1s. Didn't even need it. 9 saves for him.
Right, easy. Boom. Easy game. Just
lightning
dice
cannon.
your opponent.
All right, lightning cannon's not going great. That's a little better. That many wounds against Hive Guard.
Okay.
AP2.
AP2. So I'm on 5s in cover.
You ignore cover.
We talked about that and then I forgot. All right, we're just gonna roll a bunch of 6s here. Ready? 6 6s out of 8 dice or whatever. Not 1 6, and it's 3 damage each, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to do this annoying thing where we roll a bunch of individual damage rolls. Does he die? Yes. Number 2. Does he die? No. Number 3. Does it kill that guy? Yes. So we've lost 2 so far.
3.
3 so far.
3, right? We've rolled 3 dice.
But
Yeah,
one of them
6.
didn't die.
Oh,
I
okay,
rolled
okay.
1 6, yeah. So the on the 3rd guy now, he's
Yep.
dead. On the 4th guy, he's dead. On the 5th guy, he's dead. And the last one, he's dead. You got
Hey, just 1
You
turn to
got
Hive Guard.
him. You got them.
All right.
Yeah, it turns out
That-
if anything ever draws line of sight to this unit, it's immediately dead. But 4+
Cool.
save is not doing them any favors.
All right. Yeah, that's cool. Let's shoot the bulwark dude. His really only target. I mean, he can shoot downtown, which
Can he
ain't
shoot
bad.
those guys?
No, he's downtown.
Oh yeah, over here. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just do big gun there, and then everything else here.
So yeah.
rippers.
So the question is, can he shoot them? Right? Because I think they said that you have to touch the doohickey to get
Okay.
to actually be considered within the terrain.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna double check that because it's like a house rule and I forget. Because there's a whole document full of house rules. And it's a lot.
Because I probably wouldn't have just gone as much over. I would have just gone forward and touched it. Because I rotated my base. Let's see. I was forward facing, I want to say. I could check.
I mean, yeah, if you have movement to get all the way over.
Yeah.
and-
I would have
and
just
tow
put
in.
my base. Yeah. I would have rotated instead of going fully up.
Yeah, because he's going 14. So
Yes.
this edge of your base would have been like 7 and 7. Yeah, and so then you can just like have the toe end there. Yeah, so you could basically move like 14 in the edge of your base like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm into it.
Yeah. Let's
That
call it on.
saves a ton of time. Yep.
Cool.
With it.
All right, flamer, little gun, rippers, and then everything else. Let's shoot it at the swarm lord. Should be able to see him because you put his tail out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that move also
All right.
makes it easier for you to see him too.
Let's shoot the big gun. Not great. Lost 2 shots. Looking for your T7, right? Force.
T7, yeah, force.
All right. Yeah, that's 2.
I'm not gonna re-roll. I don't think. Well, maybe I'll roll one at a time just for posterity. So the first one goes through. Do I take all the damage? We'll never know because the dice roller doesn't want to tell me. I do. The second one. Okay, he's good. So he takes 3.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
All right. Flamer.
2 Magir is shooting. I'm gonna take 3 damage, so I'm feeling good about that. Literally cannot complain about any failed saves, basically, for the rest of the game.
That many of the rippers.
Easy. Here's all the 6s. Oh, there's a lot of 6s. Not enough, though.
Cool.
Goodbye, rippers.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this. Armature's chillin'. Yeah.
Don't do it.
I guess it's
Don't
charge
them.
phase.
Don't charge my little boys over here.
Let's see.
Oh.
And it's like impossible to charge over them, right? I guess I could do like an 8-inch charge there.
Can you charge over them?
I don't know.
Normal
Let me
move,
read.
advance, and fall back. You can move over and on those vehicles.
Cool. Let's charge some rippers. Big ass knight. Yeah, let's just roll a little shitty charge.
Rippers.
Cool. I do like taking objectives. That is.
You have taken the objective, is true. And it wouldn't even matter if I put models on it, because he's 10 obsec models, right?
10 obsec, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of obsec.
All right.
That's more obsec than I have in this entire army.
That's
almost.
cool. I will get you down to 0, or I guess
I'll get
you'll have
5
primary
still.
over here. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'll get 0.
No.
Oh no,
you have that one guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get 5. Yay.
All right. Do you want me to roll the rippers? I guess he's -1 to hit.
Yeah,
I'm doing stomps.
Just roll him. It is it is impactful. I do have like weird damage ignores too. So he's on 4s. Oh boy. Oh, that was pretty good. And then 2s. Bunch of 1s. So just I guess we got a
21 21 damage-ish.
Is it
spread across those 9 wounds?
Yeah, it's D3, right?
No, it's Magira, so it's flat 3.
Oh, because he's got like a little claw attack.
He's got the claw like slap.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because the claw can crush it or slap it.
Here's a bunch of those dice, and we got all 6s now.
Okay.
Goodbye, rippers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that should tally
these
me.
Rippers and these rippers and the hive guard. So you have 3 on the grind. We'll just do 1, 2, 3 for that right now. All right. Well, you probably get grind. I don't think I can stop that. But I do get a Hairy Dan. Yay!
Yes, he does come in.
Yay!
And I do have just enough CP to rotate.
Perfect.
And next turn, full tilt.
Perfect. Full tilt to run away. Yes.
Yeah, that's what that's for, right?
Yes. Well, full tilt costs 2, right?
Yes.
So you'll have extra.
I don't especially need it for anything.
You'll have 6 next turn.
Mm-hmm.
My command phase should be pretty short. I can't give +1 to anything, so we'll just put it on the warriors themselves. I'll chapter master also these warriors. Sure. Good stuff. All right. So we want to continue to have this dude not be killed by a Castellan. Is a good call so far. We can continue to cast Smite, which is I think a pretty good spell. That I really like. These Gene Stealers are hanging out. They're chilling like villains. Go away, objective. Let's see. So, yeah, you can... I guess you can't go to this side again, right? You can go around. So you could see like that, basically.
Yeah, it's
and
not pretty.
You could go like this. So I think this dude, yeah, I think he just got to peek over a little bit and basically stay where he is. So he doesn't get shot by the Castellan. He'll just shoot that dude, I guess. I will sacrifice this poor Tyranid warrior for the cause. Get engaged in that table quarter. These warriors will touch this objective just in case we are able to clear it. They have all these buffs on them. Dude, they're so ready to fight. You don't even know, man. This one swarmy boy. Does he also fight you? The answer may surprise you. Because it's, I don't know. Depends entirely on how scared I am of being rad cleansered.
It didn't work out so well last time.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he just makes all the saves. That'd be pretty good. Neurothrope will roll in advance, because he's definitely not. Actually, he could just charge you, and then we're not worried about being Rat Cleansered. Or we could charge you with these warriors, and then we're super not worried about being Rat Cleansered. So he won't advance, he'll just stand in just inside this thing. Yeah, I think we just charge you with warriors. For all the good it's gonna do me. If it comes to that.
Bring him on over.
Not an unfailable charge almost. I think we need a 3. So he then does want to see you because we want to smite you again. But I can see you from like here, basically. Boop. Right to the little corner of your base. And then we'll keep a warrior somewhere over there. I don't know. If you want to dedicate your attacks into this Neurothrope at this stage of the game, I feel like we're okay. We're doing all right.
I'll put one crunch into him just to seep it.
Yeah,
get some.
just one. What is his anti-deep strike over here? Okay. So where do we want Harry Dan to go is the next question.
Off the table.
Okay. We'll just go there then.
Okay, cool.
What can I see from there? This is 4+ invuln save guy, right?
No, that's 2.
That's 2+ armor save, yeah. Can we go in this corner? Maybe we shift these Gene Stealers over and then we go in this corner. What are all of these guys' ranges? They're all...
Castellan's a billion.
The Meltagun's are range 12. That's the important one. Okay, so we can't hide from his range, essentially. We're all also interestingly not in a good position to shoot that guy. I was gonna try to shoot this guy and just kill him. But also like...
Oh, where you find the Megara Dose should have regained a wound at the start of my turn.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I smoked for 5, yeah, and then you did that. Okay. Interesting. What if we just go there? We do get melted by the little dude.
I wouldn't worry about him.
But in order to get... So they move 14, right? These little guys?
Yes.
So he could go like 3, like 11? And he could advance and shoot me, I guess. Because he's already on his
No,
way ahead, so
his
he's
big
definitely
his
gonna
big
do that.
gun's heavy.
Are you sure?
No, it's assault. No.
Yeah, it's definitely assault. Get out of here. You trying to mislead me? I see how it is.
I'm trying to make myself worse.
So do we just like shoot at the castling, even though I kind of don't really want to? What's the over/under that we just dice his castling off the table? It's like 100%, right?
With rotate, it depends. I mean, it's just a lot of physical wounds to get through.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a coin flip with rotate if you don't have the extra wound. With the extra wound, it's significantly in your favor. So I think we...
Yes.
And then there's like... You got a little in there too. So I think we're... chances are we do not one-shot you. But also, chances are we also don't get one shot back, so that's pretty okay. But
I'll just need a bunch of 9 damage on the Volcano Lance.
Yeah, that's assuming that we don't get blown up by the dude too. Yeah, if you just roll a bunch of huge damage on the Volcano Lance, that definitely
just 9 times 6. That's 36. That's enough.
And this guy shoots 48 with his gun and has a long move. But interestingly, this awkward line of sight blocking in this map works both ways. So he could go like this way and see me. So if I go in this corner, I guess he could go this way and see me. So he can still move and see me almost regardless.
Yeah.
But is that in range if I go in this corner? Probably. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So the question is whether we eradicate this this big bad boy over here.
hasn't been doing much so far. So maybe
It's true. He's done nothing. He's made no attacks. Why even attack him? He's not. He's bad.
Yeah, I should have been advancing him all these turns.
Not a good model. Or do we just like super duper annihilate this Megara and not even worry about it anymore, and then deal with the rest of this later? It kind of feels like we shoot at this castle, and then we're just left with the question of where do we do that? I think this is probably the best place. I don't have any other good ideas for better places to stand, so we're gonna do that. He's airborne.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We're in 18 there. The Gene Stealers are gonna chill. We're gonna put our Lictor down. You can't Overwatch me or anything, right? These are just rugs. You don't do anything.
It's a very magma-looking rug.
It's a warm, cozy rug. You know, that's what that is.
Yes, it's a heated blanket turned into a rug.
Yeah. Is there a position we can stand where we don't get killed by random melt-a-gun shots? Does this guy have a melt-a-gun? No, he's a stubber.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has the thermal sphere, which may or may not go.
But I think I want you to shoot that at the Harridan, or you want to shoot that at the Harridan. I would love it if you shot my Lictor with
yeah. Lictor is the biggest threat here.
Yeah, I don't think there's a place I can put this guy where I don't just get eviscerated by melt-a-guns, so we're just gonna put him in that corner. Okay. Hill Rod.
Cool.
Psychic Phase. We'll do a smite from this Neurothrope that we talked about. Goes off.
Cool.
Big 3.
Yep. Let's do the Feel No Pain for him.
Yep. Farm. Ah! Cool. Incredible. So it's real Swarmlord energy over here. He'll horrify you. Goes off.
Cool.
I think that
6 on.
token just stays there. Oh no, that's the reroll. I don't know where my horrify token went. This is gone for probably ever. The Swarmlord will smite you. Just kidding. This guy.
You want to CP that?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Super. Big 5-er. Take 3.
3.
Okay. He will scream at you. Goes off. 2. Take 1.
Take 1.
5 up, doing work.
Seems like half the damage.
Catalyst.
I'm okay with that.
Goes off. Here it is. Okay.
Makes it hard to kill him if he
That
ignores a third of the damage.
In Psychic Phase. So the shooting phase is now. And the big question is whether or not we dunk on this guy. Didn't do quite as much in Psychic as I was hoping to. So I think I guess the math says you probably shoot me for like 20 here. Between these two guys. And then I get
which,
another
if you're Dermicked, doesn't really do much.
Right. Yeah, if I'm catalysted. Yeah.
No, I mean Dermick for double bracket.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Yeah. You shoot me for 20 and I'm still top bracket. 100%. So we could just dunk on this Megara and just leave it at that. And I think that might be the game plan. So I'll pathogenic.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna flurry. I'll shoot you with my Hive Tyrant. Go get him, buddy.
Hive Tyrant into Mag.
Yeah.
Megara? Okay.
If only I was in range to give you +1 to hit. You would have hit less time, more than garbage number of times.
Saving on 2s.
You're good. Yes, and then I'll shoot you with this Harridan, and I'll take D3 mortal wounds. 2, or will I? Yes, I did.
Haha.
You've done it. At that guy.
Everything at this Megara.
Yep. I'll shoot that guy.
See, there's the random chance that it matters, but you only need 4 to get through out of like a billion. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna let it go.
Cool.
And save a CP.
Here we go. So those miss. Tease. Oh boy.
Oh my. It makes me feel bad for not rotating.
Yeah. This is fine. It's all fine. Just roll your 5-ups there, buddy.
So there's like 8,
8, 12.
12.
He's good. Ah! He's on 4.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I didn't flurry. That was the difference there. Okay. That's shooting phase. So we'll go to charge.
So I just need to live through this.
We'll do we'll do Swarm Lord's double move. Actually, he will go here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do charge phase. We'll tag you with the warriors.
Sure. Just don't roll well.
We did.
Oh, you rolled well.
We rolled good. I think I can just put a dude here. Okay. And then these guys will go. Where are you for coherency? He will go here. Nice. Okay. And then we'll charge you with Stormlord.
Okay.
There you go. There's my bad roll. I'll fight with Swarmlord first. I don't want to reroll here, but I will.
Okay. I'll go and rotate.
Sure. Here comes the Swarmy boy. You missed one time. Wounds on force. Rerolling. 4, and then also 2 mortal wounds.
Okay. So let's just do 2 mortals now. And let's see. Doesn't matter. So I need to roll 4s. Okay. That was 2 at a time. So I guess probably not spelling good for me. Cool.
Right.
Takes 11.
1 million damage.
Do I blow up? Do I want to blow up?
Do you blow up?
I don't think so. I think I would just roll 6.
Nah.
No. It would have been...
Okay.
I don't know if it would have been worth it, but he's dead.
So the other question is, do we run away with Swarmlord? I think if you shoot Swarmlord, you're not shooting at this Harridan, and that's probably fine with me. So we're just gonna put Swarmlord. Oh, can we get on this objective? Yeah, we can. We're just gonna put him on my objective and say go. These guys will go towards the closest thing, which will be this guy.
Armored Sure Uno.
34. Yeah. So they'll go towards him, and I think we'll just do something like this. Inside the building. Oh my god, walls. Oh. You'll go there. You'll go there. Not inside the wall. This warrior sculpt's not great for standing near walls. Regular warrior is better somehow. And then this guy needs to be closer than 34, which I think we can do if we just move. Actually, he's probably fine where he is, to be honest. We'll just leave this guy in coherency. I think he's actually more line of sight blocked standing outside the wall than he is inside the wall. Okay. That is my turn. I'll get all the engage. I have brought down a knight. I got some Noctarius. I got 5 primary this turn. And we're back to you. And you will also have 5
primary. 2.
Oh, yeah. Just, 5 primary for you. This is turn 3. All right, and you got grind because I killed one thing and you killed many things.
Yes.
Sick.
All right. I don't think I'm moving the Castellan. So let's do those burdens. All right. Start with Castellan. Cool. The only Megara left. Cool. And the only Armiger left. Fails every single round.
Very nice. Very nice.
He's very wary.
I love it.
All right. Cool. So that's command phase, movement phase. This guy's got 14-inch move, so there's like a 3, and then I need 11.
Oh, I might actually shuffle this guy 1 sec, if it's cool with you.
Sure.
The where. I just realized that he's not in range to do his stuff, so I think what we're gonna do is just put him here, and that might mean I die, but it's probably fine. We're gonna do that. Okay.
Right. So maybe go like 5
Oh,
here,
there's my
and
horror
then
token. It was all the way over here.
let's see, and then like another 9 up here. Not like a maybe like a 7-inch charge. The Hive Tyrant, not terrible. Could just advance him onto there. I could flanking speed him possibly. He needs to be within like
Oh, that's
a
true.
certain amount of a board edge.
Yeah, I should have put more Gene Stealers on the objective. Mistakes were made.
Let's see.
I keep forgetting about all that multi-model OBSEC. It's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good.
Could charge the Hive Tyrant and then be sitting on the objective and just hope I don't die, which it's possible, but with rerolls, I'm not sure.
I mean, Hive Tyrant doesn't kill you. He's 4 attacks for D3 damage. He'd have to roll all 6s for his flat 3 to actually win.
Oh, right, because he has the rending claws.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he rerolls his wound rolls all the time, but they only start at D3 damage unless he gets rending.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking my language. Yeah.
You'd have to contend with his bodyguards. This Gene Stealer squad, though.
5, 5, and then 9 from here. What's the charge looking like on the Hive Tyrant? Like
so you'd have to go around the wall. So
4,
go
4.5, 4.
I think it's a 7,
4.5,
or is it an 8 maybe? We can just grab another armature. How's this?
Okay, sure.
So to be an inch away from me, you have to be
So
falling over, I guess. Great.
9.
Here's my aura. So we'll just do this. And to get there, you'd have to go 3 and 3, so 6, I think.
I think I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Maybe like 7.
Yeah, probably 7. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what we can do there. He's chilling over there. Question right now is, yes, I'm sending the Meltas back there. Do I just try and kill all the stuff on the ground? I'm not sure, because it doesn't feel great having a Megara shoot just a Tyranid warrior.
I mean, that's what he's been doing all game. To be fair.
I mean, he got a couple
he did
rippers.
shoot Swarmlord. He did shoot Swarmlord one time.
Yes, and deal 3
did
damage?
3 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Which was very exciting. I had fun.
Alright. And it's going to be hard to engage real soon. So let's make the most of it. Shooting phase. So I'm spending 3 CP. I'm spending 1 on Siege Breaker Bombardment because they didn't move. So the Castellan has +1 to wound with
FYI,
its
I believe that will mean that you cannot shoot the Meltas at me.
Siege Breaker Bombardment.
No. If this guy stands still to get Siege Breaker, the Meltas will be out of range, right? Because they only go 12.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that because I can just shoot one of the Siege Breakers back at him.
Okay.
Because I'll put.
I can save on a 6+ against those things.
I'm okay with that.
Look out.
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm fine. And then I'll spend 2 to make him reroll 1s to hit wounds.
Okay.
Actually, he might actually have to be. No, I actually do have to move him back.
Okay.
You're right.
Well, there you go.
So.
So we're just rerolling instead.
Yeah, he's just rerolling. So just 2 CP.
2 CP, we farm. Whoosh.
Okay. And my. See, I do still need to see you. And yeah, so I can see a little bit of green there. Just make sure I'm 12 away. Yep, 12.1. Cool. All right, let's shoot some Meltas at a Lictor. Let's shoot the shoulder cannons. Let's shoot those at this guy. Yeah, let's shoot the shoulder cannons here, and I'll shoot overcharged plasma plus volcano lance at the Harridan.
All right, the moment of truth arrives.
All right, so let's start with the Meltas.
How much does
going
a Castellan do to
right behind me.
Harridan?
With only 2 guns, not even all of his guns.
Not even all the guns.
All right, so this I need to know, or this Melta. So
Yep.
3 hits.
Yeah, he's super dead.
All right, cool.
I guess if you roll 3 1s, I don't die, right? Because it's not +2 right now. Okay, you did.
Cool. All right, let's
That's a
do
kill for
Call's
you.
Wrath. So 2d6 shots and roll an extra one.
I'm up here.
I think 7 shots isn't that bad.
Mhm.
3s rerolling 1s.
I am -1 to hit
Cool.
because I'm a Harriet.
4s -1. Wounding on 3s rerolling 1s.
There you go.
All right. 3 AP4 for 3.
Yep. So just on my 5 up. 2 go through for 6, right? Total?
Yep.
5 ups again. Ah!
Oof.
Ah! That's okay. The volcano's
All right.
the one that we're really worried about.
Volcano.
Big
I'll take 5
fiver.
shots.
Hell yeah.
I think I'll spend a CP and also reroll one of those because I would really appreciate some of these volcanoes going through.
And they all reroll to wound, right? Because I'm a big boy.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll get 4. Wounding on 3s rerolling. Oof. You're invulnerable for 3d3.
Yeah, so I will one at a time these just in case. First one goes through. How much damage? We'll just eat that one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so just give me damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 damage on 5s. That one didn't roll. So that's a 2.
2.
And then the next one on the invuln. Good. And then the last one on the invuln. Do we just biff this volcano lance? No. Yeah, we'll just eat that one. How much damage?
That's better. 6.
There you go.
Oof.
Big 6.
Cool. All right, and let's do the shoulder cannons. So this first one, 6 shots, and second one,
This is at the Warriors,
4 shots. This is at the Warriors, yeah. So total of 10 shots.
Okay. No penalties here. Just rolling.
All right, rerolling 1s.
Nice.
And do I also use my once per? Yeah, I don't have enough to rotate, so I'll use my once per battle round reroll. Cool. Oof, there's that plus to wound that would help. Oh, 1. Once to wound. Cool. AP1 for D3 damage.
1 for so we are gonna save on the dudes in cover first. So those are we'll roll 2 at a time, I guess. So 1 saves. How much damage does that one do? 2. Does he take them all? Yes. That guy takes another one. Save on that. Takes it. How much damage? 1. Does he die? Yes. So the guys in cover are dead. And then that one dude takes 2 5-up armor saves and bosses them like a champ. Nope, he failed both. How much damage? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, he's dead. No! My +1.
Gotta get grind somehow.
Well, you give Harry Dan -1 to hit now, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, there you go.
Let's do Armature Uno is gonna do. Let's do Melta's gonna go into Harry Dan. Why not? I'll do the stubber into the Hive Tyrant.
Sure.
Number of shots.
Nice.
1.
Nice.
It
Nailed
hits.
it.
Does not wound. All right. 3 stubbers. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Let's see Magira shoot a Tyranid warrior with everything.
All right. I would consider -1 damaging this, but I think I'll elect not to.
Okay.
Oh, he is out on the flamer, I guess, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, am I measuring correctly? Yeah.
Lightning gun's pretty much
Yeah,
all I'm gonna need.
I'm pretty sure we'll need that.
All right. 6 ups, I think. Ignore cover.
Yeah, I ignore cover. It's AB2, yeah.
Yep.
4 6s? No. He takes 9.
Right. 9.
There's a bunch of damage. Does he roll literally nothing but 6s? No, he didn't roll
No,
literally
no
6s.
6s.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, there you go.
All right. That's gonna be it there. I need to make a charge with this armature into a Hive Tyrant.
Please don't do it.
I have a CP.
Nailed it.
That's a 10.
Just kidding. Who needs CP? All right.
Okay.
Hive Tyrant. You
Cool.
just need to one-shot. Run around this little dude by yourself.
All right. Let's do big attacks, because why not? Cool.
Nice.
3s.
Less nice.
Not cool.
4 up. Good.
Cool. On to your fights.
And then Well, I'll use my dice box because your dice box is clearly betraying you.
It is.
I hit every time. Wins on 5s because it's only string 6.
Mm-hmm.
Rerolls all his wound rolls. Yeah, well, my dice box isn't much better. AB3. Ah! My tail attack!
Wet noodle fight.
Here we go! Misses.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave
then,
it to
I guess.
you.
Fair enough.
I'll
Buildings.
get engaged for 2 points.
Yes. So I will. I think.
So you're on 1 primary, so no points.
I have no points, correct? Because that guy's gonna take me off.
Yeah.
I think we can kill that guy with all this garbage we have over here. So I don't think I'm going to hover Harry Dan. We'll maintain airborne. I can't rotate though because of where I put him. I don't think. Oh, I can do a couple rotates.
I'd be scared if you had Tyranid rotated.
If I had, yeah. If he gets a 4+ invulnerable save because
Yeah.
Tyranid rotate would be like +1 to your damage and rolls or something. It'd be like weird.
Honestly, I mean that sounds pretty good.
It would be very good.
Or if it was
Now that I think about it,
if
that'd be great.
if they had a Leviathan specific 1/2 CP, turn the 6-up natural into a 5-up natural. Or choose a synapse, everything around it gets that. That'd be a 3 CP though.
That would be good. Okay, so yeah, we'll maintain hover or airborne on the Harridan to make this dude's life a little bit tougher, and we will go for it. I guess I can't hive. I can chapter master myself.
Hey.
Get that my one melee attack will reroll to hit now. Look out. All right, and then we're moving. So I will move. I'll move the Harridan first, just to get him out of the way.
I like how they detail claws and teeth, but don't actually give it any additional statistics. It's just a basic melee attack.
Yeah. So the Harridan could go into here. I do want to keep him at 18. So I actually don't think he can engage and remain at 18 because he has to go in a straight line. And he'd have to be on top of this building, which means that we'd have to 3D measure to there, which is like 20 inches. Yep. Okay. So I think the Harridan just sort of maintains this line. He probably just ends up in between all these buildings. I think the final resting place will be something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This little dude, as much as I would love to smite you, I think he has to hide, like the brave soldier that he is. Please don't shoot me, please, sir. The Swarm Lord is going to do a move over here in case I feel like I need to blow that guy up. The Gene Stealers are going to roll in advance. 3, they can go 11. They're going to come hang out with their best friend, this one Armiger. Is that one a character? None of them are characters. Just
none of the Armigers are characters.
I can only eat the brains of the big men. I don't know if I've ever eaten a knight. I definitely have at some point. We killed him with a Gene Stealer and his rain. I know I've done it to tank commanders a lot. Because they always get wrapped. But knights usually punch their way out, so it's always fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that we note that this guy is going to reroll his hit rolls. This little dude over here. It's very important.
Yeah.
So we're going to maintain that. Token, that's there. There's no bioweapon bonds anymore because everyone died. We'll drop the Lictor. Here, I guess. Not touching the terrain. He'll do the rod. And then it's time to shoot. Shoot mind bullets, that is. I will cast Catalyst with the Hive Tyrant. Well, we'll do the correct order. Swarm Lord will smite. He does. I don't need to cast anything else with him, so just D3 onto you. Take 2.
Good.
We will Catalyst with the Hive Tyrant. Goes off. We'll maintain it on Harry Dan. Harry Dan, I need you to kill my opponent's entire army for me. Thank you. And then he'll Smite. My +1 doesn't go off. Psychic Scream. Should have rolled his Smite first, then it would have gone off. That one does go off with the +1.
Okay.
For 1.
Okay.
Shooting Phase. Pathogenic the Harridan.
Ouch.
And he will dunk on this Castellan, I guess.
He's gonna roll a bunch of 1s.
I hope not. He will ping himself for mortals. 2, or will he? Yes. He has to hurt himself.
Just kill yourself.
To 20. All right, Harry Dan. Don't flub out on me here, buddy. I'll flurry him.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see some 2s.
The flub.
Oh.
2s. It wasn't great. Only 7.
All right. I guess I'll save like a couple in case. He's already used his battle round reroll. Oh my god.
Well, I guess that's how this goes. GG.
Takes 4.
All right. Fair enough. The Hive Tyrant will shoot here.
Remember when there was a 50-50 to kill it when it was rotated?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. This is the Hive Tyrant.
Yep. Is it hitting on 4s? Oh no, it's
No,
assault.
he's all of them. 3 wounds, no AP.
Take 2.
Sick.
I'm
Okay.
Just lose all the armatures and realize that was my game plan.
I mean, well, that was pretty bad. You might be okay now. Let's see.
Don't have any flesh hooks on those gene stealers.
I don't. I forgot my flesh hooks. Swarmy. Yeah, I'm out of CP to do anything now. We blew our load and into 6 5-up imparables. I will. I think stand Swarmy on this objective. Does that make sense? Or do we go to this one? No, we want the movement, so let's go here. Charge phase. We'll charge you with the Gene Stealers. So let's go this way now. Something like that. Swarmlord. 5. Yeah, whatever. This is fine. All right. The fighting. So we'll do Swarmlord first. Hiya. Trees. Those at AP3.
And 1 mortal.
And 1 more. Yes. Bye.
Okay. He's gone. Does he explode?
Explosion? Please don't.
Shad.
Sick. Swarmlord will go here. Touch the objective still. The Gene Stealers will go towards the Castellan. 6 inches to touch that objective. And that will be the turn, I think. At least we killed something. So you will... I'll get 2 for engage. I get a thing for bring it down. Oh, now I'm whoring the witch, apparently. There it is. And then you get grind. Because you killed 2 things, and I killed 1 thing. Yeah. And then we'll pass back to you, and you will get 5 points.
5 on primary.
Oh, and I also got 5, right? No. I got
No, you got 0.
No, I got 0. Yeah, so you got 5. Boom.
This high scoring game here.
Boom. Super high scoring. Yeah, it's like classic Overrun, right? It's like Overrun with fast
Yeah.
armies. We all just keep each other off balance. Yep.
Okay. Let's roll for some burdens.
Mhm.
Thankfully, I have a Castellans, so let's roll. He doesn't fail because he has leadership
So-
11 because he has the legendary knight +1.
I was considering this game all day, chat, because I definitely didn't expect to be playing as knights, and I was like, I think the way I lose this game is my opponent. I just totally biff on the castle in one turn, and then I immediately lose. And there's literally nothing I can do to play out of that. Regardless of how well I play, if my shot into the castle whiffs, I immediately lose. And that just happened. So we'll just see how it goes. I think I'm gonna die.
I'm not assassinated. It's dangerous.
So this might be GG, but we'll see.
Let's see. Harry Dan's coming at me next turn. Not a big fan.
I mean, assuming Harry Dan's alive. I think Harry Dan might just be dead.
What if I just shoot everything else on the board, huh?
I mean, I guess you could do that. Sure.
No, it's not a good plan. All right, I do have the CP, so it could be the legendary thingamajigger. And let's just start moving.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
So this guy's going 14 inches,
move it.
so he can come up here. Let's see. I can... What does this give me? Can I see? I can't see the Neurothroat. No, he's on the other side of the building.
So.
Let's see. Do I want Rad Cleanser range on this guy?
No.
12?
Not my Lictor.
Yeah, so I can probably just have the back of my base here and the front of my base pointed this way. With 14 inches of movement. I can just probably go like that. Use like 12 and like... I'll go 11. Use a little bit to turn. Should be fine.
At
cool.
range up. Line of sight looks good.
Yep. All right, and then I can shoot Swarmy, which is pretty cool, and put a plasma fusel into Dan.
Shoot your red cleansers at Dan. They're 3 damage. I've heard.
Yeah, but they're only wounding on 6s. Not much. Honestly, I want to say not my favorite. All right, this objective. Let me see, where can I sit with you to be further away from Gene Stealers? Because I don't think I'm walking up to have my siege guns pointed at you. So I can at least shoot Gene Stealers, be a little further away. And I don't think you'll be able to Hive Commander, but you can move like maybe 12.
I can double move Swarmlord and then Hive Commander.
Well, that's if Swarmlord's alive.
Well, he'll be alive.
Oh, okay.
No.
And you have Catalyst on Dan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can at least kill one character this turn, and maybe next turn another. Maybe, I don't know. Gotta wonder where this Neurothrope's gonna be. Wonder where I'm gonna be. So you're out of lictors, which is nice. So let's start.
I'm also out of turns to reserve stuff. So there you go.
Right. So let's go ahead and pay 2 and let me make the Castellan cool. So Castellan is going to start with the Siege Breakers are going into these guys. I will put Overcharged Plasma and Volcano in this guy. And I think we'll call it a day.
I do farm.
Cool. All right, so let's do a Volcano Lance.
Nice.
5 shots. All right. Let's be 4s rerolling 1s. Okay. Okay. I think I'll use my once per Who's He What's It battle round reroll. Okay. It's a wound. Okay. That's not good.
I think the saves have made this game both ways. We've both been very good in our saves this game.
Like we said, it's a very defensive game.
Yeah. Oh my
All right,
God.
Overcharge calls Wrath. Yeah, I'll take 7.
That seems good. Nice average. Average number. Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
3s rerolling 1s.
Okay,
That fucking
that's
2s.
Good. 5s. Sure.
3 damage.
It was just, I guess the story of the game is that literally neither of our super expensive Titanic models do any damage to each other.
Yep. All right. Siege Breaker number 1 into Gene Stealer. Do you have 10 in here still?
There should be
2,
12.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Or
8,
11, I
9,
guess.
10, 11.
Yeah, 5
11.
died.
Okay. So I'll just get the full amount of shots.
If I had 10,
so,
then you would have had to roll.
yeah. So I did too many. So 2d3 each, so 6, and then this is all of them. Yep.
Very nice. 3s?
Yep. Really once. Alright, that is 9 at your
Did not
thingamajigger.
put them in range to get damage ignore, so we'll just save 3.
Alright, so 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright. Yeah. He did his thing. Did what, like 2 wounds to a Harridan?
He did 2 damage. Yep.
Huh.
I did 4, to be fair. And I cost more, so really, I should be the one that's outraged.
Let's do a Rat Cleanser at the Lictor. And let's do a Lightning Gun. Who's gonna go with the Swarm Lord?
Mm-hmm. And then that plasma.
And Plasma's going to Harry Dan.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do Harry Dan. It's cool. Let's do the Swarm Lord.
Not -1 to hit on the Swarm Lord. There you go.
Yep. There we go.
Very good. Alright.
That many.
I do have a CP to reroll this, so we will slow roll. I will roll 2. Okay.
Good
2
start.
more. So I take those. So 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 4. He's at 9, so he should be down to 4.
4.
The next one. That's fine because he can't die. So here we go. Takes all 3, so he's at 1. Does he die?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yay!
Nope. Okay. And the Rat Cleanser.
They should have an upgraded version of it called the Tubular Cleanser.
All right, that many.
Here's 4 5-ups. Just kidding. He takes 1 million damage. He gets cleansed. Radically, dude. It's radical.
I think that's it for me.
Well, this game is zany as hell. That's what we call this.
So I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to do anything, so I don't get any grind because I didn't kill anything.
Yeah, you got a lictor.
I got, yeah.
So you have 1.
I guess if you can.
So the question mark is whether or not
kill a
knight. Survive, yeah. Well, apparently I shouldn't be that worried about this Castellan because it and Harry Dan are just petting each other like lightly, just stroking. So I get big 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I thought Harry Dan. I'm so glad you didn't die there. That would have made me so sad. I don't need to stand on the objectives for next round because that's how 40k works. So these Gene Stealers are going to run away and do Rod. I don't have any command phase left, right? He's going to hover. He's hovery Dan today. I can stand here, right? Yeah. We're going to fight. We're going to have a big fight. It's going to be awesome. This is gone for now. This dude's chilling. He will chill over here.
Maybe I should have listened to myself when I said I should have shot all the stuff on the ground.
Maybe could the Castellan have shot into these guys? I guess if he just is like
he would have just gone down here a turn earlier. And then I can stand in the building and have my end out to shoot over here.
Harry Dan will come hang out with his best friend, this Madeira.
Okay.
This Hive Tyrant is... Oh, I guess what we should do is string a Gene Stealer like this. So that we have dudes on there. Because you shot me to below 6, which is good. Thank you. Swarmlord's going to run away from you. Does it matter? Yeah, because he assassinated it. He's moves 5, yeah, so he goes 10. Ah! Please don't kill me! I'm too young to die. This Hive Tyrant. Do I care about standing objective? No, whatever, I do. I think I do, because then if that guy doesn't die, you don't get hold more. This tyrant will... it's not going to charge anybody, so he'll roll in advance. 4, so he can go 20. Hello. I think this tyrant's the MVP of this game, to be honest.
Maybe.
He's been super cool. Alright. The Psychic phase. We're doing Rod with the Gene Stealers, like we said. The Neurothrope is going to smite that dude. Super smites for the rub-ins. For just 2 wounds, though.
Okay.
Horrify you? He does. You're -1 to hit now.
That token is somewhere.
I got it, yeah. It was
Hey.
I had like put it on your side of the table for some reason. The Hive Tyrant is gonna Catalyst. He does. He'll do it on the Hairy Dan, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems fine. Where did that token? I don't know. Oh, it's in the red thing. He will smite. Does it with the +1 for 1. Scream. Does it for 1. Cool. Fair enough. Shooting phase. Hairy Dan will. This guy's just 4+ all the time, right?
Yep.
This is 4+ all the time guy. Yeah, we'll pump damage, I guess. That means that we don't reroll wounds in melee. I think that's fine. Because you have a 4. Are you 5+ in melee or 4+ in melee?
For what, melee?
Yeah.
Just in general? I have 2 profiles. The crush profile, the big damage one, is always -1.
No.
And then the little
What's your save in melee?
Oh, I mean, he has a 3-up, 5-up in melee.
Okay, so the 4+ invulnerable is only against ranged attacks?
Just shooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my melee is like kind of better. But that extra CP doesn't really go anywhere. Whatever, we're gonna do it this way. And just decide later if it was the wrong call, and it probably will have been. Here we go. I'm gonna take mortal wounds to get +1 wound. 1, 2. Save one. We finally saved one. Alright, here we go. Trees. 2s. Ah! No 2s that time. We're out of 2s. We've done it.
Alright, look for 4s.
Oh my god!
Not even how it would be.
Oh my god. Alright, well, there you go.
So I've done that with the Castlin, now with the Megara. I just don't take damage.
How do you win games with 40k? I'll shoot him with the Hive Tyrant. Ah, look at him go. Oh no, he advanced, so he's -1 hit. 1 wound.
Cool.
Well, I might as well charge you because we're here now, and you could intervene into me if I don't.
What?
You would fight first.
Never.
So here we go.
Okay.
Boop. Could I engage over there if I move around?
Don't think so with the wing in this wall.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I would need to murder.
Oh, I mean, if you kill him, there's a possibility.
Well, I don't think so, right? Because I don't think I can get to where the
bases, yeah.
Free.
I don't think so.
Actually, I have a little bit of leeway here. Now that I'm looking at the ground. There's like
you should have saved that CP. You could overrun.
Should have saved my CP. Yeah. I mean, if I had just planned for the 9 out of 10.
Like 9 out of 10.
Then,
God damn it, I need to go back to playing Custodies.
Yeah. Okay. So if I kill you from here, I could engage. Oh no, I can't because I'm inside the building. If I go like that. Nope, my tail's in the building. If I gizmo myself.
Ooh, we getting fancy. Does it matter that your head's like 90% of my chassis?
Oh boy. Oops. That's the wrong kind of gizmo. Does it matter? I don't think so. I mean, if there'd be a lot of funky stuff I could do if we wanted to do it that way. My army could be unchargeable, which would be very cool. These Hive Guard guns, have you seen these? You just put them in front of you and your opponent can't attack you. Incredible. All right, I'm gonna roll some attack. So I I think that. Oh, now I'm underneath the table. Let's just. Yeah, I definitely can't engage.
Yeah.
So let's just do this. I hit on 3s really once. Really once. No. Winning on 3s. 3 saves, sir.
5 ups. Go!
Take
I'll
12.
take 2. All right. I am down to 3.
Okay. I can't go anywhere, so you get to punch me back. And you are already -1 to hit.
I guess we're doing the... Let's do the big smashy ones. So it's 4 attacks on 6s. Huh. Okay, cool. Done.
Sick. Oh, do you mind if I Hive Commander over here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. He's just gonna run behind a wall. So yeah. That's the game plan. I got distracted after from all of the Harridan shots bouncing off your ion shield into my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is... I'm sorry, on you. That is my turn. So I don't get engaged. I do max out my Octarius data. And we are back to you.
Okay. I'm going to start the turn by putting that dude on full bracket and healing a wound.
There you go.
All right. And this dude, heal a wound. All right. Now, can I kill Harridan? I have to check. Is it just vehicles or vehicles and monsters I can't walk over?
It is... Oh, I'm aircraft, so you can just walk through me.
Yeah. Excluding... Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I do have 14 inches of movement, which sounds like a lot.
Yes.
Okay. Can I take out enough stuff on the ground where it doesn't matter? So I'm on 2 objectives, so I should get 5. Because you're on 2 objectives as well.
I am on 2. Yeah, I gave you 5 already.
Okay, cool. All right. And you didn't grind because I killed stuff, so I should get 3 points for that?
That sounds correct. Because you killed Elector and I didn't kill anything.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do burdens. Let's do Castellan first. Well, that's scary. Castellan fails. He has to charge everything within 12.
Okay, well, that doesn't matter.
All right, and the Bagheera. I can't put him on top bracket. So I'll take that CP back. Because I'm supposed to do that
What is this game?
Wait, I need to check. What is the
The strat?
What's the ordering for that? Because they're both start a battle round, I think. Let me look at Freeblade Lance. Or I guess just Freeblades. Because one of them is at the start of the battle round. So let's see. Freeblades. I just need to look up generic Freeblades first. This fucking game, dude. Battle Forge. It does this.
Well, let's see. At the start of your turn. Subtract 1 if you're exiled.
And then let's look at the strategy by phase.
Could you imagine if they had just like let you sequence them?
So they're both start of this turn.
Yeah, and you're an active player, so you can.
So I'd be able to pick first. So yeah, so I will put them on top bracket. Fucking game, dude. All right,
well,
all right.
So
They've gained their wounds.
I do. Well,
it was only 1 CP.
Oh, we'll try it again. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That would have been weird if it was 2 because you only have 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I can get rid of the Gene Sealers. I can put a hole in the Dan. I can move over Dan, possibly kill a Hive Tyrant, and then charge a Neurothrope and get a lot of Assassinate.
That is 7 points right there.
I need everyone. Or I could charge back into you.
Or you could kill me with guns, which probably is what happens.
Yeah. All right, because you're not flying, which is a huge benefit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stop dilly-dallying and get on to movement. This dude just going to walk up 10 inches, I guess. So why not? Cool. All right, this dude is going to move like 7 here and another 7 up.
Good drink.
Okay.
Delicious.
I'm more of a Sprite man myself. Psychic. Cool. Shooting. Let's put both guns here, and I'll put the little little
He's
plasma
the-
fuse to let this guy.
he's
Oh,
the
he's
bastard.
character blocked, right?
Yeah.
Right, because he's a big guy. Let's just put everything into the Hive Tyrant then.
Yep.
Let's start with a little gun. 4 shots. All hit. 3 wounds. AP 3 for 2.
Hiya. Of course. 2 go through, so take 4.
4 damage.
6s. Ooh, ignore 2.
Cool.
Nice.
Let's see what our Rad Cleanser does.
It's a
7.
pretty rad cleanser right there. Yeah. very rad.
7. Add your armor save.
On my 3 up. Oop, one of my dice went away. 3s. So I take
Oh.
9. Okay. 6s. So I take 7. So I'm down to 3.
All right, and the lightning cannon.
Ayo. The one he's finally got the lightning cannon shot. He wanted all along.
I've rolled like maybe 2, 3 6s.
I won't get primary this turn,
6,
chat, because I'll be
AP 2 for
dead.
3.
It's a hold 2 to score 5,
Hopefully one of these makes it through.
and
I need you to
assuming
fail-
the Neurothrope
no.
does, I won't get primary.
Maybe 2, 3 of them. This is the wound roll, by
This
the way.
is 6, yeah. That
Yep,
is 2 go through. So
6 damage.
3 6s? 4 6s, please? No, he's dead. Does he freak out on you?
Break out.
Assassinates.
Cool. Let's shoot a Castellan into. Let's see. Do Siege Breakers here, and Plasma and the rest of the goodness over there.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with first part of the goodness. Call's Wrath. I will take 7 shots. Hitting on 3s, no rerolls. Cool. Wounding on, or I will actually take a mortal wound because it's plasma,
Yeah!
and I'm not cheating.
Take that.
That will be 3 wounds.
3 wounds. This is the Call's Wrath, right?
Yes, supercharged.
5s. Take 9.
Oof.
Good start. Take 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Let's do a
Should be a 12.
volcano
It's not
lance.
17.
Can I get 12 shots with volcano lance, or just 6? I roll
It's
like
12
double
for the Rubbins,
6s.
like, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably use my reroll. Yeah, once per battle round reroll.
Yep.
Cool. 3's rerolling. Needed it. It's 3 still not bad.
Oops.
Oh,
I still
just
took
3
dice, I guess. There's 3.
I mean,
5 ups.
if you want to roll it.
How much damage?
So do these and then do this.
Okay.
18.
He is alive on 1.
Okay. That is unfortunate. I could charge back onto that objective. Would mean I'm not killing the Neurothrope right now. Okay. 2 Siege Breakers into those Gene Stealers.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, they're not blastable. Alright, first one. 6. Second one. 6.
Sure.
Who needs blast?
Seems good.
Alright, and 3s. Okay. 6.
There you go.
Okay. Alright. I think I gotta kill the Harridan, or else it's just gonna be a pain for another turn. The only thing is now you can try and smite me out. Because you have smite and what other spell?
He's got
Horror?
horror. The
Okay,
Swarm
I
Lord
think I'm
has
fine.
Smite and Scream, actually, so he has
Okay.
two D3s.
Alright. Swarmy isn't going to be able to get close enough because he can only advance like up here, and I'll be way over here maybe. Because he's like
move him
super wreck. Oh, you can see,
for a
yeah.
CP.
Spend a CP. Then I'll explode on you and definitely not have it be in range. Yeah, let's go after the
Oh, for
Harridan.
melee. No, I can't. It's unlikely I melee you.
Yeah.
I could go 11 twice and then charge. So I could go 35. 34. If I rolled 4 consecutive 6s. Which, given how this game is going, is not that far outside the realm of possibility.
All right. Into the Harridan.
Okay.
Cool. With a 10, which might allow me to just...
Just jumps back over me.
Can you take off the table quarters?
Oh, yeah. If it'll let me.
So it can go like... Oh, Jesus. So I don't think there's a possibility of me going up and over. Yes, it does. Yes, there's no possibility of going up and over. So I can go like down here.
Can you just toe there?
Yeah.
If you just put your like the butt of, or the penis of your base right in here. The long and pokey end.
Yeah. Which honestly could be a little closer.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, that looks good to me.
Silence my phone. Right. Are you ready for
let's
the
go
Harridan
ahead
to freak out and to absolutely murder you?
Well, you don't have CP to make him freak out, which is... Oh, you can't freak out with Titanic.
But he'll just roll a 6. Like a freaking boss.
Let's see it.
It's going to happen.
All right. Miss a couple times.
That was with the -1, right? Still -1,
oh.
right? Yeah.
Take one more. Look for 4s.
There you go.
Cool.
5s.
That many on Harridan.
D3.
So,
or no,
5 3 damage each.
5 3s.
Yeah, cool, Magira.
We'll roll these because stranger things happen. No.
Okay.
He will freak out. Ready?
Don't. Okay. Okay. And I think I'll just stick there. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I guess I can move it slightly. I'll stay on the objective. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna be there, right? So that you're towed on.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
On to you.
All right. So this is mostly
0 primary.
So you killed 1 for grind, right? No, you killed 2. So you will get grind because I cannot do that. So you'll have 12 grind. And then I'm going to... Worst case scenario is Swarmlord Hive Commanders himself here, and I get 5 on primary and win, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if we get this guy for the memes. For revenge, sweet revenge. Advance this little dude, I guess.
Ooh.
Hello, Swarmlord. Do we risk killing Swarmlord? We don't, because that would... I guess it doesn't really matter. He'll just go and advance into the objective. 1 inch, and then he'll just jumble himself in the shooting phase.
Sure.
Psychic phase, Swarmlord's gonna give this dude his Psychic Scream for his EP, and then he's gonna cast a Smite at that dude successfully.
Cool.
For 2.
Okay.
Scream. Successfully. For 3. Yeah! Nero throw!
Does not blow up.
And then Swarmlord goes to the thing to get my 5 on primary points. And I get another 3 for Bring It Down. And that's all of the points I can get. And then you got the grind, and you killed 1 guy for assassination. And I think that's it, yeah?
Yeah, that looks like it.
It's 5 on primary, chat. Oh, no, it is 10, because I hold more now. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. You're right, chat. You got it.
If I didn't flub that first turn against Swarmlord, would have been a little bit closer.
The game's a lot different if a lot of people don't flub. This game is a story of everyone flubbing for two consecutive turns.
Yeah.
Let's just shoot like 1,200 points of models at each other and do
7 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, man. Well, that was certainly a game that happened.
That was an interesting game.
Yeah. Wild and crazy.
I was happy I could at least get rid of Hive Guard turn 2.
Yeah.
I should have just kept both the armatures back here.
Yeah, without you need like very particular terrain setups, I think, to save yourself from knights going first. If I go first, the Hive Guard probably survive, I think, all game. But if you go first, because you just get two turns to move at them, I can't do anything about it. Which is too bad. But yeah, I mean that is what it is. The Hive Guard are also like, outside of killing the the Armigers, they only average like 4 damage on a Megara every turn or something, so or maybe 6. Which I mean, it stacks up over the course of the game, but is not like
You have to spend multiple turns and a lot of CP into it.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't independently win you the game. You need other stuff to do things.
Yeah, but that was a lot closer than I expected. Yeah, I kind of was thinking if you were able to go first turn, it would be a turn 3 table just because Harridan is able to do that.
It's brutal when if Harridan goes first for sure.
I think assassination was a little forward of me. I could have just taken the bring it down. It would have been essentially the same points.
Yeah,
the cap on
Bring It Down's less though. Because you can only get 7 on Bring It Down, but you can get 10 on Assassinate. I guess it's getting the Neurothrope is the rub, right? Because he's like he's just
and the Hive Tyrant's so flitty that it can run away.
Yeah, that Hive Tyrant just jumping all over the place was pretty sick.
Yeah,
to be honest, I like that guy. He's so good. Yeah, I mean it is weird, right? Because I guess my list just doesn't give up secondaries very easily. It's that is what it is when you have a 700-point model who only gives up 3 points. Kind of just comes with the territory. Maybe Prisoners would have been okay, actually.
Yeah, but I knew where I was trying to be gunning, and if the terrain was a little different, maybe I could have done it, but I felt like if you're using buildings more, like forcing me certain places, it's distracting me too much from like the important threats.
Right, but the
fact that I got first turn, I think, helped.
I guess like hindsight being 2020, right? Like you can't really decide what your secondary pick should have been based on exactly how the game went, because obviously it does change things. Or and I guess that
definitely not off this game.
That would have changed. That actually would have been in place of grind instead of assassination.
Right.
So it actually would have scored you less.
Because I was like thinking, it's like, do I do that? Do I do like something else? Like I know the mission specific is really bad on this mission, and Knights only have so many secondaries to begin with because we don't have any.
You can't do
anything really going first.
All.
We got like 4 in total. If they let me rod with armatures, I'll be happy.
Yeah, they'd be great at rodding. Actually, they'd be super good at it.
Or if there's just like instead of retrieve Octarius data, it's retrieve like Armiger data cache.
Yeah.
And it's just run up and like be like a lightning pole for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Just do nothing.
They should have one where it's like the first time, when one of your knights dies, it becomes an objective, and you guys have to go get it. That'd be cool.
Okay with that.
And you run a little Armiger out, like in the middle. You're like, kill me. And then your opponent can't kill them because then you'd have another objective you could take. And they just get to sit on objectives all day. What do you think? Oh, I guess Stranglehold isn't great for you because you only held 2 objectives the entire game instead of 3.
Yeah, plus like I had to take your objectives and control my objectives, so it's one or the other. It's either I hold mine or I try and take yours and nobody gets points.
Yeah, as much as I didn't want to play a short or a long table edge mission against Knights, I was happy that if I had to, it was overrun because I think this is one of the better missions for me in this matchup.
Right. Yeah. If I'm able to get a hold 1, hold 2, it's so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that would have just made both our points look more beefy over the course of the game. It would have looked like a little better, but honestly, it's still not great.
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna put in tournament?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Sweet.
I'll do it on my end. Well, this was at the very least, it was a super fun and a very silly game, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no.
So, cheers, I guess.
Yeah, man. Real fun playing with you.
Yeah, dude. How have your other games gone so far?
The other one, first one was Bellicor and Monster Match, which was super easy because I have a Castellan.
That's what I played in my round 1.
I can Rad Cleanser keepers. Also a keeper running into me, dealing 0 damage, and I get a keeper down to 4 health.
Ooh.
That was pretty cool.
Ooh.
And then the subsequent turn, he put another keeper into it, did 3 damage. Also pretty cool.
Ooh.
So that was kind of rough because then I kind of got to do whatever.
Yeah.
So then I just started chopping. And once you run out and you only have Bellicor, I mean, Bellicor still killed 2 Megaras, but did you see the Megira Dreadblade thing that that he had? It Infernal gives it +1 strength and damage, so it's a strength 8. lightning cannon.
Mhm.
And then there's the House Commentus, I think it is specific, where it gives it full hit and wound rerolls for 1 turn and gives it +1 damage. So it's a Strength 8, AP2, Damage 5 lightning cannon that he
Whoa!
shot at a unrotated Castellan. Guess how much damage he did? So full rerolls, full wounds, everything.
I did 4, so I imagine he did 5.
He did 5.
Yes, nailed it. Right.
Yeah, so I just rolled, like this game, I rolled 7 5-up invulnerable saves. Didn't even
Easy.
rotate because I thought he was dead.
Easy. Well,
So-
no. You saved the CP tactically.
Yes, I was tactically saving CP based on averages that were still not in my favor. Yeah, I don't think I've rotated him yet. First it was only that game, and then I had the Drukari guy that had to drop out, and then this, which I didn't have to rotate him either because you saw those rolls. I didn't roll a single 4.
That's the secret power of this dude.
Mm-hmm.
His secret is that he's always rotated.
Yes.
Forever.
Which makes me think it's like, do I eventually ever pay for Ion Bow work on him? And I'm like, no. The cold eradication does way too much damage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the design of the list in that like he's the only one that like he benefits more from having offensive abilities on him. So having him be the dude that you will rotate if you need to, I think is very good.
Yeah, and if like the Hive Guard went into like the 1 armature, like if I roll like hot like on that armature, it's like, oh cool, 4 damage on the armature on the midpoint, 5 damage on the next one, he's alive, cool.
Yeah.
But you were rolling pretty hot in wound rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hive Guard shot was very good. Okay. All submitted.
Sounds great.
Sweet. What's yours, man? Thanks.
Yeah, man. You have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
You too.
Oh my god. What a wild frickin' game, chat. That was absolutely ridiculous. Do we know the other quarterfinals? I was just trying to look that up. We do this button, I think. So here's the Alpha League tournament. It is Go Faster versus Two Soul. The other semifinal here is, looks like the other semifinal on the other end of the bracket has been played, and Dylan has won. Who is Dylan? Let's take a look. Oh, it's Dylan Usher playing Grey Knights. I can win that game. I believe in myself. I'm post-Octarius, currently undefeated with versus Grey Knights. Is that right? I think so. I think the only time I've won against Grey Knights was pre-Octarius. But I don't know how long that can stand. That can last. So the other one is Go Faster versus Two Soul. And it sounded like so Cwistopher was he was paired against Drukari last round. We had talked about it yesterday, and I felt that he was probably disadvantaged versus Drukari. He said he was pretty comfortable in the matchup, and he'd played it earlier and won it. But wasn't able to schedule the other round 2 game. So that game actually didn't get played, which is why I got this one, which is good because I would much rather play this matchup than Thick City. So the other game is Two Soul playing Thousand Suns versus, who did we say it was? Go Faster. Red ones, Go Faster. Who's also Drukari. Is that also Thick City? It is also Thick City. So we may be at Thick... It might be Thick City in the semifinal, in the semifinals here, chat, which would be bad. The one list the Harry Dan doesn't want to see. The fucking... Besides the sisters, I guess, is the Homunculus Covens. Although I haven't played it. It might be worth playing at least once. Oh my god. Opponent should have focused everything on the ground and ignored Harry Dan. You're not wrong, but like he didn't have many opportunities to fire at the stuff on the ground that was relevant, and when he did, he killed them. So I think the one turn where he made a mistake was not shooting the Castellan at the Warrior or the Gene Stealer squad here and leaving 5 alive. I think he also could have just like, instead of shooting the Harridan with the Call's Wrath guy the last turn, he could have just turned around and killed that unit. It was unlikely, or there was a potential that the autocannons didn't kill the Gene Stealer that was over here in that last turn. And if they didn't kill him, then I get a bigger score. I don't think that would have changed things at the end though, because I think he knew he had lost. But he fired the turn he fired the Castellan at the Harridan. The other target he could have shot at was, he could have shot at the Swarmlord. I left the Swarmlord out. And maybe he should have done that. Yeah, I'd left the Swarmlord out because I assumed that he would pull shots from against the Harridan. To be fair though, I don't think that I mean I think that game plan is good in hindsight. But like were this game to roll mathematically average, would have he needed to kill the Harridan this turn, I think, in order to have a chance to win the game. If you don't bank on your opponent like just totally biffing their attack into you, you're good. And really, there might have been. I mean, I think really what happened here is that I lost the +1 to hit on that. Although it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, he rolled 9 out of 10 invulnerable saves on the Castellan. But without the +1 to hit, the Harridan shot into the Castellan so much worse. I figured that there wasn't like there was very little chance he survives because he had burned his battle round reroll and he had burned his rotate CP. So I figured that with no available rerolls, a Harridan could kill a Castellan. But like what happens the vast majority of the time mathematically there is that the Harridan comes in, right? He comes in, shoots this guy to death. He took about an average amount of damage from the Castellan. I think this shot into the Warrior Squad from the Megara that turn was correct because it drops the Harridan's hit roll by 1 and it pulled a bunch of objective holders off this objective. So I'm not gonna criticize my opponent's choice there. He could have fired into the Harridan with this guy also if he had gone a different direction, but he would have had to move because of where I put the Harridan. But then the Harridan comes in, kills the Castellan. Then he comes back. What did he do, right? He maybe kills the Hive Tyrant, but he didn't because he shot the Hive Tyrant and didn't do any damage. And then the Harridan kills him and the game's over. And other, before the Harridan was on the table, like literally, I think the only opportunity he had to attack something that wasn't the Harridan was shooting the Swarmlord that one turn. The Castellan's so fucking slow, chat. It actually, I don't believe, can move from this objective to that objective and still hold them. I think it takes, I don't remember exactly where he was, but it might have taken 2 turns of movement to get to there. Because the Castellan only moves 10. So if he's towed here, right, he goes 2, and then 8. So, okay, so he might have been able to do it if he was towed there, but I think that the turn previous, he actually had to move it backwards to kill the Lictor that was back here. So I didn't just farm engage on it all game. So he could not have made it to this objective if he had moved there. So he would have had to, in order to give himself a better position on an objective, he would have had to give out an entire turn of scoring, and I don't think that's very good. Definitely 10-inch move, at least according to this tooltip, chat. We can take a look. 10-inch move according to Wahapedia too, chat. Here it is. 10. Big 10. Am I gonna win my first ever Alpha League tournament? I don't know, chat. Maybe. We gotta get some lucky matchups here. I mean, we've gotten lucky matchups so far. I've dodged Thick City a billion times, which was the one matchup I super didn't want to see. So we have to continue to get good lucky matchups. Basically, we need Tussle to kill his Drukhari opponent. Basically, yeah, we were just looking at the bracket chat. I'll put it back up. Here it is. So it's It is, here's me. There's me. The other semifinals on this side of the bracket is Tuzel playing TS, Thousand Suns versus Thick City. I think I died at Thick City. So I need Tuzel to win, and I think I can win against Thousand Suns. I've done well in that matchup in the past, and then we're on against Grey Knights in the finals, which is that's the game plan. We basically just have to root for Tuzel. Mm-hmm. 100% sure Thick City beats the shit out of Thousand Suns? I have no idea. I mean, Thick City beats the shit out of almost everything in the game, right? Like, it's probably advantaged in every matchup, almost. You can get it to a coin flip at the best of times. Is Rod an auto pick for everyone? Not everyone. Obviously, the Knights didn't take it, so there you go. It's an auto pick, or I guess I should say it is more heavily taken for factions that don't have a faction specific secondary. It sort of plays like a faction specific secondary where you build your list in a particular way and you're rewarded for it by unlocking Rod. You know, like Grey Knights have their own action secondary that they take a lot of times. Thousand Suns have their own action secondaries. So that's basically how it is. So you don't take it in every list for sure, but you take it in a lot of lists. Yeah, it is tough for Death Guard, but like Death Guard have their own faction specific action secondary. I do not like that Rod is like so easy. It's like so brainless. Well, it's not though, because there's counterplay, and the counterplay is like a big deal. I actually think Rod is fine, but also I'm super biased because I play Tyranids, and Tyranids have I think they have a really tough time in the format if they don't have access to Rod. Yeah, like I'm not sure what this faction does. Once Engage and Rod get nerfed, it's super tough. Any tips on Necron secondaries? Purge the Vermin is super duper good. That and the Drukari version of it are I think two of the highest scoring secondaries in the game. So you could play with, you mostly play with those in mind, I think. Okay, yeah, we will get mental interrogation back. Except that's really tough. I mean, maybe we. I think that'll be a transformative change. But between those changes and the new, the Monster Army of Renown coming out, I think the Monster Army of Renown has legitimate play in Tyranids. You can take like Barbed Hyradules and play with an invulnerable save and -1 damage. So you can like -1 strength, -1 damage, -1 to hit those guys with a 5+ invuln. And then Catalyst on top of that, and I think like that's just a level of hardness to kill that is sort of, it's like Thick City levels of hard to kill. They don't do as much damage, of course, but they have all that shooting, and that still unlocks Hive Guard, who get a fucking invulnerable save. Are you kidding me? And you can still play it in Leviathan, so you get all the buffs. You lose access to Gene Stealers and Devourer Termagants, which if you're taking a Hyrule build is not that big of a deal. And then that also, like, that's such a change on how you approach the game that you start taking more attrition-based secondaries versus versus the maneuver style secondaries, and like you can actually start scoring engage and stuff because your entire army is Ripper Swarms and monsters basically. Your Ripper Swarms get a 5+ invuln, chat. Yeah, I didn't want to like absorb that too much before this game, but holy shit, dude. That's like, that army renown is the real deal. I haven't even looked at the warlord traits or anything. That's literally just talking about the sub-faction abilities. Craziness. One of the warlord traits gives D3 to extra attacks. The downside of those warlord traits is a huge deal, though, because you... I mean, I guess you're probably fine if you have, like, a warlord smashy with extra attacks. And you don't need to be, like, Dermic Symbiosising things, because they all get it for free. Yeah, that Army of Renown is gonna be real. Holy crap! Holy crap! Oh, it can't take swarms. I thought it was just a minimum of 3 wounds. Oh yeah. Oh, 2 wounds. Oh no, 2 wounds or less is the restriction. Okay. Yeah, no swarms. All right, fair enough. No Ripper Swarms. That's too bad. So you're just like 3-man warriors all over the place, I think? You're just playing little warrior units as your utility units, which I think is fine. Those guys are fine. And then you take... I guess the points get tight. You take like double Hive Tyrant, triple Barbed Hierodule, and you unlock 6 non-monster units. Or 5 non-monster units. And you can like... you can like... you can have a Hive Tyrant with a -1 to wound or ability or relic. So he's -1 damage, -1 to wound. Whoa. Whoa. That guy's tanky as fuck. I think I'll talk about it on stream tomorrow. I'll do a deep dive on it. In the chat, in the Discord, all the rules got posted, chat. Yep. It's in the general Discord. Yeah, I think that's pretty exciting. It's definitely like, because it's focused on monsters, the focus of the list is on the least efficient models in the army or in the faction. Although a sub-faction trait of just giving your whole army a 5+ invulnerable save is like pretty good. You can still just take big banks of warriors with 5+ invuln. And that's probably just fine. Read breaking through. What is that? Breaking through? Is that a stratagem? Breaking through. Use it in your charge phase. When you finish a charge move, select one enemy model with an engagement range. Roll a number of d6 equal to the monitor's remaining wounds. So like and then on a 3, typically on a 3+, you will deal 1 mortal wound. That's very good. Yeah, that's a shit ton of mortals. If you focus on the T8 monsters. What are the other ones? There's a transhuman. Damn, what? There's a 1 CP transhuman? What? That's the crazy one. Breaking through does a fuck ton of damage, but you have to charge with it. Having a 1 CP transhuman on anything? On anything. It's 2 CP if it's a big unit, but you can use it on monsters, dude? They shoot you with a fucking Cognis Las cannon and you're like, transhuman, get fucked, -1 to wound. Although, you probably don't care that much if you bring a Maliceptor. There's a shitty leadership one. And you can get +1 hit, wound, and damage against something within melee range. Oh, for 2 CP. That's good, though. 2 CP for that. Ooh. 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 Yeah, that might be the actual list that Dimacrons see play in for sure, chat. Dimacrons with -1 damage is like they don't immediately get vaporized. Yeah, the +1 hit, wounded damage is. I mean, if you're like alphaing somebody, that's super good. I think typically you're gonna burn that CP on shooting people though, because you can be like, haha, my 5 attacks at +1 damage, or I could shoot another Hive Guard unit at you for 2 CP. That one's probably gonna see play very, not super often. Whatever. I think what I'm gonna do, I'll do a breakdown of these rules on the YouTube tomorrow. That'll be what's up. Rago, #1. Thanks for the sub, Twitch Prime sub. Cheers, dude. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. We had a lot of viewers on stream. It was a pretty wild game. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I don't think I think I played pretty well too. Basically playing from behind with knights into or going second against knights with basically 700 points of my armor, not doing anything. Felt pretty good. Felt pretty good.
Eat bolt gun!
Yeah. Well, it's time to see if Forge World has those big monsters in stock. I bet they don't. I bet this fucking Army of Renown comes out and they can't even sell a Hyrule. Sold out! Bar Tyranids. Get fucked, everyone who wants to buy Hyrule. Can you buy Dimacrons? You can. Okay. Well, that's something. Time to order those big monsters, chat. I might drop a lot of money, actually. Probably not from Real Forge World, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, chat. I'm going to go ahead and pop off. Thanks, everyone, for playing, or for watching me play. I'll be live on YouTube tomorrow, same time, just around 4 p.m. We also will have a pod finals tomorrow that I was told about, and I don't remember which one it is, so I apologize for the people who are engaged in that pod finals. But we'll have a pod finals after the YouTube stream, so I'll be live basically from 1600 Eastern onwards, between starting on YouTube and then moving over back here to Twitch. And then I'll be live. I'll probably be live with some painting and/or some practice. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have a semifinals game from the ongoing GT, which is pretty cool because there's actually a pair down, or there was a tie. No, that's not right. There was a tie in the pod finals. There's a pair down, so there's actually there's 3 undefeated, so one of them's paired down. We're doing random pairings for the GTs, so they're paired down randomly, but the other one is 2 undefeated players. So we're going to stream that one, and then we're also going to stream the finals. So we're going to watch basically whoever wins that into whoever their finals player is. It's going to be good. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Jonathan versus Devin. That's correct. Yeah, so we'll stream that. That's going to be 18:30 Eastern, I believe. So almost exactly 24 hours from now, that'll be here. And then... yeah, we'll just keep streaming. There'll be so much streaming. It'll be sick, chat. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Who are we rating, by the way? That's the question. None of my follows playing Warhamsters. What the fuck? Who's playing Warhamsters today? Any games going on? Not enough people play games on this Twitcher. Just everybody doing the streams. Samson Arts painting Dark Oath Savagers. Okay, I don't even know what those are. Oh, wholesome Warhammer stream from 2 Darks 1 Brush. That sounds good. I like wholesome. We're all about wholesomeness here, right? All right, chats. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or you'll see me, probably, on the camera.